Creoker Crest Resort. From within the black Gothic exterior, lit by the bright stained glass windows that scale the room, the sounds of laughter mixed with the chimes of winnings and the soft music that plays within the resort are all melding together in a harmonious afternoon. The individuals frequenting the resort smile and laugh gaily, not aware of, well, the heist that is taking place at their location at this moment. We cut 12 hours prior back to the current Rat Queen's HQ, their penthouse suite at the Matagu Resort. Our 5 queens sit around the coffee table, laden with the Creoker Crest's resort's blueprints and layouts, led by Robin Banks. All right, so as you can see from here, there are 5 levels above the ground of the resort. Levels 5 through 3, lodging, rooms, the like, much more of the residential. Then you have, excuse me.
I was just going to say, are you a con artist too?
Sorry, I've been...
Are you really, was that your voice or is that not your voice?
She was showing us how we can have better disguises.
Sorry, I tend to, it's part of my trade. Sometimes that's very much, I have a bunch of different personas I use while I heist. That is kind of my very authoritative female persona that I use to get into security.
Excellent,
What if we
excellent,
have
truly excellent.
Really
What if we have
convincing.
different personas?
You were already an old lady like an hour ago.
Again, new.
New different personas.
Yeah, I think we'd have to.
I
Because
think
we
that's
think
the
we all
first
blew our
lesson.
cover in one way or
Well,
another.
you definitely will have to because you got thrown out.
I did get thrown
And
out.
quite frankly, I mean, you've both been seen by the
Yeah, we're going to need
disguises, and I
third
did a terrible job.
personas.
Yeah, so
Well, we can get to those positions later, because I assume each of y'all will have your own ideas of what you think your expertise will be during this execution. I will say, a heist. Well, there's a bunch of different moving parts. The reason why I have not tackled, well, Chris Cascasaria myself is because, well, you look at one of these resorts, it is not a one-woman or one-person job. And with that, she unrolls 4 different blueprints labeled B1, B2, B3, B4. So this is where things are going to get interesting. Now, I did these plans, these blueprints, I should say. They are fairly recent. I picked them up from another town, another friend of mine, a fence, you should say. He gave these to me, and unfortunately, they are slightly incomplete. We have the layouts of, well, we have the exact layouts of the 4 basement levels of the Creoker Crest Resort, but I unfortunately don't know the security situation down there. I've heard one of 2 things. It's either guarded by an immense group of security guards, or it is guarded by an immense number of security puzzles. So I'm afraid I do not know which ones. He was not clear on these blueprints as to which occupy the basements of that resort. So, but as you see, B1, all right, this is still much more of a kind of a commonplace basement area. As you see, there is a security station kind of towards the end of the hall, but there also is an elite underground bathhouse. This bathhouse is only for the elite members of the Creoker Crest Resort. So, of course, as you see, the elevator, the magical elevator lift that will get us down there, leaves us right in front of that bathhouse. So we will have to clear that, get past the security checkpoint. Then we get on another lift. We clear that level. We get on another lift. We clear that level. It's a very serpentine design here. So we will have to, there's no one straight way down. You can only get down to each level. Madame Bula was very apparently specific in how much security she wanted to enact on her own resort.
And this is us assuming that the Chaosium is in the basement. It's not in her office. It's she's not using it right now. I mean, could this be more simple than?
Well, look, you got to see this. As Robin pushes aside the 3 other blueprints she lays out before, and you see this intense, multi-layered octagonal vault. Now, I don't know much about this place. No one really does. It's just a resort town in the middle of the desert that has incredible magical properties. What appears to be, there is some kind of magical hotbed underneath this town. The closer down you get, the more powerful it becomes. So I'm guessing she keeps her vault down there because she can somehow siphon that magical energy into a secure barrier around that vault. That you look at everywhere else in this resort, that is the one place where you would keep something this precious. If it is as bad as you say it is.
Oh, it is.
It's bad.
That makes sense.
Sounds like we gotta find a way down there. Is there another way down that's not the lift? Like, I don't know, air vents
Or digging.
digging,
Tunnel.
or
Let's see. Well, there are two entrances to the security elevator. One is on the first floor, right after the gambling hall. So, of course, this is where they're bringing up more money, more tokens, more chips from the vault to pay out the highest winning individuals. As you see on the other side of that level is, of course, the ballrooms, which is housing that expo that's going on right now, that Artificers Expo at her resort. So luckily that will keep her somewhat preoccupied, but this also means that because there are so many nice pieces on top of this item that apparently is completely dangerous, and she might already be alerted to putting some extra protection on, security might be a little tighter than normal. But there's also an entrance to that security lift on the second level. You see there is the dining area. There is the bar and lounge right next to there. Her office, I believe, is right above one of those ballrooms. And then right here, between her office and this ballroom, there's a theater. And that theater has an entrance to the security elevator. Well, it's right in between the theater and her office, but it's very close to the theater.
Is that showing that all nude review? Is that the show, the theater that has that in? Because I saw that flyer.
I saw
Yeah.
it. I mean, couldn't stop but seeing it.
Yeah, it's hard not
It
to
was
see it.
everywhere.
I believe, yes, it's one of the nighttime events. So, yes.
I just was curious because I know exactly where that is then. If
Great.
that's where it is.
Well, then that works out, honestly. Good advertising worked out for us.
Well, great. Well, there is one air vent, I should say. There is one latch, but unfortunately it is the size of, well, this gold piece.
Oh, wow.
But that's where I come in. You see Robin take a step back, and this incredibly kind of elusive, enchanted cloak she's been wearing that does not allow the wearer to be remembered or to even be noticed, really. You see her kind of shake it over her head, and then all of a sudden she shrinks down to the size of a coin.
Robin!
that's awesome. Nobody step on her.
Girl, you've been hiding some skills from us.
I mean, that's why they call me the greatest heist person. I'm the greatest thief.
Your brain shrink?
Sometimes I get a little lightheaded. The descent is very rapid.
It's fair.
I'm
It's
not a
understandable.
magic user myself, so sometimes it can overwhelm a soul. But yes, I mean, I come with a nice little bag of tricks. As you can see, though, by my tiny size, I could not accomplish anything getting into this resort just by myself.
I have a very, very serious question.
Okay.
Are you naturally this size, and the cloak makes you bigger, or does the cloak make you smaller?
The cloak makes me smaller. I'm not a pixie.
I have a follow-up question.
Yes.
So, as you shrink down, does your strength also reduce? Say, like, are you like an ant where you can, like, lift many, many times the size of your actual body? This is very important because
That sounds so
Lifting the
amazing. I
chaosium.
cannot lift anything.
Oh,
I can
no.
only make myself smaller. This is more of a transmutation. This is not more of an enhancement.
got it. Okay.
So once she gets in, someone else is gonna have to get it out.
Bring the cloak down so she can get big again.
My theory. Are we at theory places now? Or are we
She
moving
takes off
on?
the hood and she gets back up to normal size. Yes, we're at theory place.
I really just want to say that I really liked you smaller, but it's okay.
You were really adorable. She's so adorable.
adorable,
cute, yeah.
brave,
Really,
smart,
really
Yeah.
cute. Yeah,
Super
like little
badass.
things.
Yeah.
really
super
like
badass.
goals. Really goals.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
are we in the theory place?
We can do a theory, yeah.
I theorize because we've completely alerted Bula to every interest of ours.
You two did, yeah.
Listen, we don't often use the trust tactic, and far be it from me to try. Trust first. Anyway, so my thought is there's going to be puzzles and manpower.
Yeah, we should just expect both.
Both.
I like that. It's
That's
totally
my
right.
theory.
That's a good call, I think.
Totally right.
Expect the worst, hope for the best. Or just don't hope at all.
I think we should all expect to die.
Well,
Little
that's
bit.
a little harsh.
Well, the fact is, we haven't yet. I've expected to die every battle we go into. At least didn't rule it out. And I've always been pleasantly surprised when I haven't been killed.
I mean, a heist is much the worst thing that can happen in a heist, in my experience, is perhaps a light injury and being arrested for life in prison. But
That you seem to have no problem with being arrested, though.
I mean, I've gotten out once or twice.
Yeah. exactly.
I
No
got
one-
arrested
no
twice
one
since
can
we've been
keep me
here.
down.
Say that again?
I've been arrested twice since we've been here.
Yeah. We should just all be honest with Miss Banks here. Death is a huge possibility.
It's true that destruction sometimes accompanies our missions.
And people who accompany us on our missions.
And if the chaosium gets activated again, that's super, super bad.
Super death.
Yeah, super bad
Oh
death.
yeah, really bad death. Yes, actually, that's a very good point. We shouldn't stop telling you that.
And it's also it's fair to remind you you've completely agreed to help us, so thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me continue to wear your ring.
Yes, that is my promise. Oh, I'm sorry. I just... life hit me a little hard right there. Just, woo.
You're right.
You're right. Oh,
Robin.
yeah, just sometimes this all feels so easy, fun and games. You know, planning a heist is so much different than getting into the thick of it. And if this thing is really as scary as you all say it is, then, I might bring in a little bit more caution to this than I have in my carefree past.
I mean, it'll still be fun. We're going to have fun.
Oh,
doing
it's going to
stuff
be
together.
a hoot. It's going to be
Come
great.
closer as friends by doing stuff together.
I'd like to roll to get personal, but in a stealthy way. I just want to see if I'm picking up
Okay.
anything that she's not saying out loud.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Okay.
The current count
Oh.
for...
Wow,
Oh yeah.
I don't
The
use this.
current
I forgot you.
count for tokens is Hannah has 2, Betty has 2,
Ooh,
Violet has 2,
thank
Dee
you.
has 1, and we have 1 reroll.
How fun, Z's.
Well, I don't think it's worth a reroll. I got a 5.
You are just... she's telling the truth. She's just telling the truth.
Okay.
Well,
All right, so my suggestion is that perhaps we go into 2 groups, and then each group hits a portion of that.
Sorry, I forgot to add my heart. I got a 7.
You get 1 question. She's like, oh wait, do you have? Wait, you.
Oh yeah,
Look on your face.
I've
It
just
looks like
been
you-
doing this the whole time.
Yes.
Robin. My question is, I want to know what
Well, you wanted to do
she's
this.
actually thinking. I didn't want to actually ask her out loud. I just want
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
you can ask me the GM.
Oh
kind
yes,
of like,
okay. So
yeah.
what is she actually thinking when she said that whole thing about like, oh, life hit me hard and all that stuff?
She was actually thinking that she may have gotten herself a little in over her head, and
Okay.
that she thought this was a good idea. Thought helping you all was a good idea. A simple heist with already a crew assembled. That's a little hard when you're working on your own. You have to kind of assemble your own crew. But this one came pre-assembled. But yeah, just hearing upon and noticing the serious nature and tone of the 5 of you sitting here, Braga just kind of giving Robin a very, very serious stare in agreement. She kind of just it hit her for the first time that, oh, this isn't going to be like my other jobs.
Okay.
All right, so
2 teams?
2 teams, and then we'll meet up once we get to that first basement level. We will meet up and proceed because Lord knows what's going to be down there. We're going to need everybody's help.
All right.
Don't forget, we have Tom the camel too if we want. I mean, he's just in the stable, but if we need him for anything,
We probably won't.
but
I mean,
we
essentially,
probably
he could be the driver. He could be our driver if we need it. But I don't know if we're going to be able to get back up. That's the problem.
Hey, Smidgey.
Huh.
I just want to say that I think it's really nice that you've taken a shine towards this very sweet camel. But there's nothing less conspicuous.
we're in the desert. There's camels.
Are there?
Yes.
Okay. You're right. I'm wrong.
We'll use him if we need him, but he's an option. I just don't want us to forget that we have another member of our
Good
team
point. Good
who
point.
could help us in a pinch.
Good point, Betty.
Now, all right. Who would like to be by the gambling hall, and who would like to be by the theater?
Theater.
Theater.
Gambling hall?
Gambling hall.
Wonderful. All right. Looks like we're about to do something real fun right here. We cut 12 hours later to the gambling hall of the Krioka Resort. The Krioka Crest Resort. These beautiful black Gothic chandeliers shine down with like kind of these glistening white stones as this kind of soft candlelight floats around each of them. It's a very, very moody gambling place where it's a lot of card games being played. Not a lot of high action, but a lot of smart gambling, you could say, as well-dressed individuals and guests of the resort and other resorts stand around tables drinking fine drinks out of crystal glasses and placing their bets. We see Dee and Betty in their own specific places and their marks within the gambling hall. Betty, what are you doing?
I'm sitting at a gambling table. I am dressed as a very rich smidgen. I have a wig on. I've got very long hair, lots of fake jewelry on, and I am laying down. I'm just boasting about all the money I have and trying to gamble.
Gosh.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts. Roll me
Okay.
2d6 plus guts.
Wow.
That is an 11.
Ooh.
So with an 11, you have attracted not only the attention of all the the 3 other people at your table, but the dealer is very into your money, and 2 of the security guards guarding the security elevator are very interested in hearing about how much money you're spending here.
Everyone gather around. I'm a professional. If I win 3 rounds in a row, then I'll buy drinks for everybody. Everyone's included in my winnings.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Oh, drinks. Yay.
That's all people need.
It's a very polite but classy applause. Slightly erupts throughout the gambling hall.
That's right. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to amass enough wealth to have to ask them to put part of my winnings back down to the vault so that I can see. So I can try to intercept one of the people who would be going down to do that.
Yes, I like it. Dee, what are you doing in the gambling hall?
I am far from where Betty is, as she's attracting the attention towards her. I'm kind of on the outskirts. I am dressed as I want to be very inconspicuous and blend in.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to dress as like an employee.
Ooh, are you dressed as maybe perhaps a dealer?
Sure.
Or a waiter? Or a security personnel?
I think a security personnel.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah. And I have made my appearance look different because they would recognize my actual face. So I'm wearing some type of, can I have like a something?
Roll me 2d6 plus skill to see how well you are, because the security personnel at the Krioka Resort are not just any kind of beings.
Oh.
They are enchanted
Whoa.
gargoyles.
Whoa.
Stone gargoyles walking around in security outfits.
Oh, well, okay.
You want to use your magic to maybe cloak yourself in that.
You probably have the best shot at doing that out of anybody.
Okay. Plus skill, you said?
Plus skill.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a choice.
That was a choice. That's an 8.
8. You have 1 token, but you also have 1 reroll.
I'm not going to re-roll an 8.
Oh, I think you should.
I
Oh,
don't
an
want to do
8.
worse.
An 8. And you have 1 token.
If she rerolls, can I help her or no? No, because I'm not in the scene.
I will say no.
Too late, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep the 8.
I will say with an 8, you do not raise suspicion among the waiter staff or the dealing staff. But if you get, I will say, if you get too close to a security personnel, they will sense that you have kind of put on a magical guise. It's almost like not very stable. So
Okay.
from far away, you look totally fine. But up close, you can kind of see it kind of shifting.
Okay, cool. All right, so I can observe without
Yes.
being observed.
Exactly.
All right, I'll take it.
And then actually, may I have a thought. If we could actually help them, if it's advice we had given to them in the past.
Yes, I will say yes. Throughout this episode, we'll be flashing back to the past. So I will say yes if you want to help someone that perhaps you're maybe not in the same room with. Thank you for bringing that up.
Sure.
You can go ahead.
It's
We
fun.
can flash back to a moment where you talked about this. Actually,
Nice.
let's flash back to
Yes.
the moment where you were both talking about what you were going to wear in the Creoker gambling hall.
All right, guys. So my whole idea here is for me to get through the vault is to have someone open the elevator for me to go down into the vault and take their place before they can go down. So I'm gonna dress like a real rich person. You know how I know so much about money. And then I'll just amass enough winnings that it has to be deposited.
I might make a suggestion if you don't mind.
Okay.
Get some of their access codes or one of their access keys because you're also really good at sleight of hand. So if they have to
Right.
come up and grab your winnings, that might just give you an opportunity not only to follow him down, but also just get his codes, depending on how the situation goes.
I am concerned about how I'm gonna get rid of this guy too. The one
I'm
that I'm
concerned about how
replacing.
cute you are. And I rub her head.
Who would be the one to take you down to store your winnings in the vault?
Seems
I
like
feel
a
like-
manager.
Yeah.
Pit boss.
I feel like I should research who would be taking me down, or if they would even take the guest down at all, or if it would just be taking the
I
money.
think they just take the money.
That would be
down.
my
take
guess.
the money. So I'd have to replace that person.
I don't have a lot of
maybe-
experience in high-end hotel gambling, but I do have a lot of experience in seedy hotel gambling.
Well, it sounds like that maybe if you're gonna dress, Dee, what are you? You're gonna be joining Betty on. You're the team together. What are you thinking you're gonna be doing?
I think I'd like to just observe and see. Maybe I can help track some of the people who do and find out who does what, and I can give you some information, and also cause a distraction, maybe, so you can swap places with someone.
Oh, I like it.
I like it too.
I will state that the security personnel at the Creoker Crest Resort, they are enchanted gargoyle beings. You see, Madame Boula does not, especially with security, she doesn't want to put anyone in harm's way, so instead she has enchanted gargoyles, also the theme of the resort. Everybody is real into theme in this town. I applaud it, really. It's
Commitment.
It's commitment, and I applaud that, and I like stealing from commitment.
Robin Banks, if you had your own casino, what would your theme be?
Oh, that's a good question. I think mine would simply be, like classy meets luxury. So like not too over the top, but like evening classy, like a nice night on the town. Ooh, maybe some like dark purples and blues with some silver. I've always loved like the stars. Oh, I do very much like a nice night theme.
So maybe an evening under the moon might be the phrase.
Ooh, yes.
Just
Like,
curious.
you could call it La Lune or something. Oh,
La
that'd be so
Lune.
nice.
La Lune.
Well, when you have these winnings from the vault, you'll have something to do.
La Lune.
Never thought of that.
And we'll have a standing invitation.
Yeah.
If we don't die.
We cut 12 hours into the future, back to the second level of the Creoker Resort, right into the theater. Hannah, where are you?
I am oh gosh, I've dressed myself as a well-to-do, like John Waters-esque kind of guy. Thin mustache, tight-fitting outfit, a little androgynous. My hair is slicked back. My horns are out. Oh, that's a bad idea.
There might be other elves around.
But Demonborn is not so, and she knows I'm a Demonborn. No, so my hair is actually in like a big beehive hiding my horns. So again, feeding into this whole androgyny thing. So small, thin tie, bolo actually, and I'm smoking a long smoke stick. So like whatever's burning at the end is like far away from me, and I'm holding it outward and puffing on it lightly, looking as though I'm waiting for the doors for the theater to open.
Wonderful. And Violet, where are you in this second story?
I'm in the show.
Oh!
Yes. You are in the afternoon musical review.
I am. I'm in the show. There was a dwarf that was in the show, and she's sick. She got sick.
We cut to just 1 hour before. Or actually, no. We cut to another, like the closet of the theater that is now, or the bathroom of the backstage, which has now been like barricaded shut. As you see a dwarf like tied up in a bathroom, just like got a bandana over her mouth. That's just sitting back there.
I swear to you, I'm gonna make this up to you. I'm gonna make this up to you. You have no idea the sacrifice that you are making right now. You are saving a lot of lives tonight. That's all I can say. Seriously, I'm gonna have to punch you again if you keep making those sounds.
roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh, poor little girl.
11.
11, yeah, you knock her out so stone cold.
Sorry. So sorry. And I just want to scooter just to the furthest corner possible. And then make sure her nostrils are just open for air.
You do that, and they are.
Does this dwarf have a beard?
Yeah, that was my question too.
Let me roll. No.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
That worked out.
Yeah.
All right. Show must go on.
We cut an hour back to the present as Violet comes onto the stage. Hannah is sitting in the audience.
I actually have secured myself mezzanine box.
Wonderful.
Yeah, the most ideal one, stage left. Not too close to the stage, not close to the center, but just close enough that I might be in the spotlight a little bit. I'm checking out my favorite musical reviewer.
I love you. I love you. And trees. And trees.
Boo! Boo!
I love you.
Boo!
I love you.
I didn't pay for this.
And trees.
Boo! Where is the manager?
Is this where the chipmunks come out?
Boo! Everyone else, boo with me.
I will say that Hannah and Violet, you do have a combo together.
Ah!
So we cut back to 12 hours before. All right, and Robin sits there. All right, so tell me, you're going to go on stage. You're going to do a really bad job. You're going to start booing.
A ruckus.
A ruckus.
We're calling it a ruckus.
So you want to somehow get the manager to come out through all this, or what is the aim of this
My
ruckus?
goal is to have her perform so badly, which shouldn't be a problem, that people will request all sorts of free buffet tickets in order to make up for the money that they spent. It will be a management nightmare. No one will be watching the elevator doors.
And then the curtains will have to close.
Have to.
Which gives me enough time to get out of the backstage door.
And I get to dress up very sexily.
I like a plan that has both of those things. Success and a nice get-up.
Good luck finding a dwarf.
Oh, a musical review? There's gonna be a dwarf.
We cut 12 hours and we cut back to the present at the Creoker Crest theatrical musical review.
What kind of swill is this? I have never been so desecrated ever in my entire life as a young male.
Entry!
I believe we all deserve refunds and free continental breakfast that's continental but not continental.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I think so too.
Jazz Square.
Get her off of the stage. Someone pull the cane on.
With the success of your combo, Hannah, you start to, all of a sudden the murmurs start to grow from the theatrical review. Yes, this is, that person up there is right. This is an utter disgrace. We paid good money I paid good money for the theater. I expect to see good theater. What is this resort doing? And you see these mutterings as they grow to more of a mutter than kind of like, oh, but manager, we must speak to the manager. They're right. We must demand meal tickets. We must demand a free breakfast or perhaps a free drink or at least credits. Credits at the casino. As you see like the crowd started to just like form a mob together. There's all these super well-dressed individuals now becoming very animalistic in their demand for customer service as they demand the manager come out. And you see this very tall, kind of gaunt, lanky, black-haired elf kind of hunched over come on stage. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, please, everyone, calm down. Melissa, get back. Let's go back, Melissa. I thought I gave you a chance, Melissa. You told me that you were one of the best dwarves in your town, Melissa. You're fired. You need to go find a new gig somewhere else, Melissa. Ladies, gentlemen, individuals.
I am a man.
I'm talking to the crowd. I'm sorry. Individuals here within this theater. Calm down. As you see the crowd just kind of start swarming this gaunt, lanky elf man as they all kind of approach and have created the distraction that you need to then sneak out.
I'd like to stealthily just, how, so that because of the decor, there's like red velvet curtains and like it's lined with gold ropes, like huge gold ropes. I'd like to grab one of those and just like Mary Poppins down because I'm in the top floor
you're
and
in
then
a box.
And go out the side door in order to recon.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
I was really hoping that was still
Part
in
of
our
the combo.
Was
You can
really
do it.
hoping. Well, 0 skill, that's a 7, and how many tokens do I have?
There was 1 reroll and you have 2 tokens.
Well, I'm just going to maintain a 7, because that would still be 9. And I don't think it's worth re-rolling it. I think it's more that I'm probably going to get injured right now.
As you descend down the curtain, luckily you do it in a stealthy way. However, your grip was not so good on that rope, and instead, as you slide down, you end up giving your hands a very, very bad rope burn for 3 points of damage. As now both palms of your hands are now scorching red and are developing blisters.
I can't say that was the most well thought out idea ever.
And right as she's doing that, I want to, as the curtains are closing, and I know I only have moments, I want to knock over the part of the set that could lay in front of the door that I'm leaving out of, so it wouldn't be easy for anybody to follow me.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts, Violet.
Can I help her?
Yes.
Never mind.
Does it hurt me?
What's our bond? Our bond is +1, 5, 6. Yikes.
Plus a token?
If you use a token, you
7.
can make it a mixed success.
Better.
Great.
It's better than that.
Thank goodness.
So yeah, so the mixed success, you only get a +1.
Better than nothing.
Truth.
I'm gonna need to re-roll.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Decide to
Rerolls.
Re-rolls. Thank you.
Refund.
Yay.
Ooh! All right, that's an 11, 12, 13.
Yay.
That was a very good reroll.
Thank
Very good use of a reroll. With a 13, Violet, yes, you are able to just the physics are going through your mind. There is this beautiful like cloud set piece, this huge wooden set piece that's supposed to go on for like the final angelic act of the night. But yes, as you are able to open the stage door, you're able to kind of hook it with your foot and close the door so quickly that as you close the door so quickly, your foot pulls out and you're able to land that set piece up against the stage door.
Do I get hurt for having mixed success and exposing myself to danger, or
You just got hurt. That was the mixed success. You already got. You had.
You mean points?
Oh, wait.
for aiding her in that moment?
No, that just depends on. That just always affects her roll.
Gotcha.
So yes, you're able to block the stage door.
Great.
And I put myself in the hallway adjacent to where the green room is, where she is.
Yes.
So we can recon at the agreed upon area. So let me ask you for clarification really quickly. The elevator is exposed in the hall where all these, like in the main thoroughfare, or is it? Where is this elevator?
We cut to 12 hours prior as Robin has the second floor blueprint laid out. Now, what's real curious right here is that you see there is a small hallway between the stage door entrance, and, well, to the other side of the wall is Madame Boula's office. So this is a tiny, narrow hallway that most likely nobody goes to, and there usually is a security guard patrolling, if not some kind of chaos happening in the theater. So as long as you create some kind of successful distraction, I believe that personnel will have been moved in to aid whoever's trying to handle your theatrical situation.
And I would like to know, I'm trying to figure out where to put myself as a stationary. I'm assuming these gargoyles are stationary, like they're actual.
They're patrolling around.
Oh, they
They're
are.
like stone walk. Oh yeah, they are animated stone patrolling gargoyles.
Enchanted as in
Enchanted.
they move. Got it. Well, in
But
that
you can
case,
perch if you want.
Yes, I mean, then if I can move them, that's even better. But I'm trying to figure out where I'm patrolling.
Yes.
So I'd like to be somewhere between this, the like theater / office place and the gambling hall. Whatever
the theater
connects
is on
them.
the second floor.
Second floor, and then the
The
gambling
hall
hall
is on the first floor, so
Okay.
you're still on the first floor. So the gambling hall, the elevator, which is the theater, is directly above the gambling hall. So you are both kind of both groups are kind of aligning themselves because it's the same elevator, same enchanted elevator lift.
Okay.
So yes, you are around
I'll
that
keep
area.
my eyes on the elevator area.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, clarifying question. Where's Braga?
That's right.
And can we use her?
Yes. We find Braga at the bottom of the gambling hall.
Hey.
You see Braga approach in this gorgeous, gorgeous pink sequined gown as she makes her way over to the table where Betty is. Excuse me, I heard there was a high roller over here. You see that she's also wearing this bedazzled eye patch. Ooh. And her hair is beautifully curled.
Well, I guess that's me. I'm very lucky tonight.
Oh, well, I shall see about that. I am also a very high roller here, staying at this resort.
Well, we'll see who is the higher roller of the two of us then. This table here.
What is your name, my opponent?
It's Beetle.
Beetle, what a unique name for a smidgen. My name is Grabba.
Wow. Grabba?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us gamble to our heart's content then.
You see suddenly Betty and Braga start to bet and continue to outbet each other at this table as the dealer is just watching in delight and horror at the same time. Oh, all right, these are the bets that we're going to have on the table.
I want to try to amass, I guess it'd be what I assume is the amount that would have to be deposited. Like, I don't know, 1,000 gold. So I'm aiming to amass 1,000 gold at this table to try to get it deposited at the vault downstairs. How do?
How do indeed.
How do?
As Braga pours out a bunch of gold onto the table as well. Yes, I will see you with your bet, and I will also raise 1,000 gold at this table.
Pish
Yes.
posh, 1,000. I will double that to 2,000.
2,000. Oh, I guess I will have to match that as well, as the people at the other members of the table are just watching in delight and horror at the same time. One gentleman just gets up and leaves the table and says, I can't bet this high anymore. And he just leaves.
I want to. So this whole time I've been playing with sleight. I've been winning by sleight of hand. But for this last roll, I want to switch the dice we've been using with weighted dice, so I know I'm going to win.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Cool. Getting them real. Oh.
5, 6, 7. 7 or a 9. There's no rerolls?
There are no
I have 2
rerolls.
tokens?
You have 2 tokens.
So 7's the same as a 9, right?
Yes.
Okay. I keep my 7.
You don't want a token?
I have 7 and 8 and 9 are all the same.
Oh, I was thinking 9 to 10.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, good. Betty, unfortunately, with a 7, you are able to switch the weighted dice, but you have caught the attention of the 2 security gargoyles closest to your table.
I noticed this, and I tried to look over to Gargoyle D and do the thieves can't symbol for help.
Okay. I see it. I'm hoping. Yes, I see it. And I start to stroll over to those other enchanted gargoyles. Hey, it's time for your break, isn't it? I'm here to relieve you.
What?
Harold!
What?
Harold, it's time for your break. You work too hard.
Are you this new guy?
I'm this new guy. That's me.
Roll me 2d6 plus
Heart.
I'll say heart.
Can I help via flashback?
Yes, you can help me a flashback. Roll me 2d6.
Oof. That's a 5? Is that anything?
She gets a -1 with that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, did you add your bond?
Yeah, 4 plus is 5.
You could use a token or you could use both tokens to make it a mixed success.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So thanks. The +1 to D.
Thank
We flash back to the planning moment where yes, Betty, you share how you're going to help D in case anything goes awry.
So if something goes wrong with me, I might need you to help me, but we need to do research on all the other gargoyles who are going to be there that night.
Right.
So let's figure out. Let's see. There's Harold and
Booger.
And we just
Snorts.
need to figure out what their weaknesses are. How can you get them to pay attention to you and not to what's happening?
Well, I noticed that Harold really likes when people suggest he takes a break because it makes him feel like he's working really hard. So I'll just come and offer to relieve him for a little bit, and then Snorts, maybe I think once I start talking about polish, like certain types of gargoyle polish, then he's just totally loses all awareness of his surroundings.
Have we realized that it's a missed opportunity for them not to be named gargoyles?
Oh my
Now
gosh.
I
You see Braga
realize,
sitting there.
yes,
That's such a
yes.
great idea. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Betty, so that's just in case things go wrong. But Betty and I will just continue to keep betting higher and higher.
that way we
Get
can
that money.
get above 1,000 gold, and then once that happens, we're gonna have Mr. Manager assist us to deposit this money so that it's safe.
Great.
Yes, and so, Robin, let me know if you're saying this right. So, Once that manager in the gambling hall calls the elevator, it will then descend from the top of the spire down. It will then be up to Hannah and Violet to stop the elevator, get on, and then once it reaches the gambling hall, pull all three of us back onto that elevator, and then continue our descent.
So you guys have to dress up like the manager. One
Wait.
of you two.
We could also just rappel down the pulley system.
Oh, that's
Once you-
exactly what we're
we were
gonna do.
So you would bring it down. It looks too obvious to have 5 of us awesome people. I'm already working out my voice. I haven't decided.
You're nailing it.
Am I?
Yeah.
It sounds like you.
Maybe that's why I think you're nailing it.
I just think we'll just rappel down once you've already taken down the vault.
And
We have to have a signal, though, that the elevator has gone down.
I can make sure I'm one of the gargoyles who escorts the manager with the money.
Can we say gargoyles?
Gargoyles, one of the gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
That could be our just.
Okay, that's our.
And then
our
later,
code
when
word
this
for
is all
gargoyles.
over, we'll pitch in the idea.
Sure.
So it was
I think that's a really sound business plan.
win-win. In fact, it can be for Laloon.
Yeah, for your.
Yeah, you're
oh,
welcome.
well, then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do I don't know if I'd use enchanted gargoyles as.
Well, we'll see
As
how
security.
easily foilable they are.
Yes, we will. We cut back to the present as Dee, disguised as the gargoyle, approaches the 2 gargoyles.
So I'm going to roll for this.
Yes.
+1.
+1.
Thanks, Minnie.
For Harold and Schnortz.
+1 plus heart.
+1 is 4. Plus heart is 6.
You do have a plus. You do have 1 token, so you could make it a mixed success.
And we have no rerolls?
We have no rerolls.
You better do that and make it 7.
Make it 7.
All right. Thank you for that.
3, but make it 7.
See, Harold. Oh, yeah, you know what? I have been. This time flies by when you're guarding the pit, I guess.
Yeah.
You're right. I just need to take a break. You know what? I think it in my head, but I don't want to say anything until someone comes up and tells me to go take a break. Because then that's like, okay. If I'm thinking in my head and I act on my actions, then that's not okay.
You work so hard, Harold.
Oh, thanks. You're a new guy. What's your name, new guy?
Nulus?
Nulus. Where are you from, Nulus? Well, we're all enchanted. That's an inside joke question. We were all kind of born here, encased with magical personalities. But yeah, I'm gonna go take my break. I'm gonna go take a little smoke. Schnortz, what about you? You got a little too close to me. So Schnortz. Well, Harold was completely convinced that Harold's gonna leave. Schnortz is kind of eyeing you. Schnortz is kind of. I don't know about this new guy. He looks a little kind of, I don't know. You feeling okay, new guy? You don't look so good.
No,
Hey,
I feel a
Harold,
little
you
sick.
go on out. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just feeling like I'm gonna keep watch here. Maybe I'll show this new guy some new tricks.
Yes, I am feeling a little sick. Thank you for noticing. I'm a different kind of gargoyle that looks like this when I'm sick. When I'm not sick, I mean, like, my enchantment is off a little today.
Oh, I get that. It's a Tuesday.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a Tuesday.
Well, I'm just gonna. All right, you can stand in Harold's place. We're just gonna stay right here. There's a little something going on over here at this table with these really big high
what?
rollers. So I'm gonna keep watching this.
You know, I saw some people bring some polish in here one time. You know, some polish. Yeah, it was real bad.
I really like polish. How do you know that?
How do I know what? That they?
Well, I like talking about polish.
I don't know. I didn't know that. I just saw people bringing polish, and it was a big deal. It was bad. They were trying to cheat with it.
Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Yeah.
Plus canny.
Canny, yeah, you are trying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it's a 9.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, yeah, I like polish. What about it?
Well, they were trying to polish up some cards and some dice.
Polishing up those cards. That's how they get us sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate hearing that. I'm going to be on the lookout for polish, but I'm still going to stay right here.
Okay.
We cut back over to the table. All right, let's roll those dice, Mr. Dealer. Let us roll the dice.
let's do it. And I'm going. So if I am successfully using the weighted dice to roll, I don't know, sevens. I don't know how gambling works. To roll sevens, magical sevens. Do I have to roll again to see if it works? Or is it,
I will say, because you did get the weighted dice in, you just did get noticed. So you are able to, yes, Betty, as you kind of take the dice in your hand, you're able to roll.
Okay.
And it lands perfectly on sevens.
Oh, that's a win for me, everybody. Drinks on me, everybody. Drinks on me.
And suddenly around your table, these kind of beautiful, like, little handbells appear. These, like, magical little handbells, and they chime. Like, ding. Oh, yes, we have a winner right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner at this here dice table. Winner! We cut back over the D. All right, listen. Oh, you both hear the chimes over at the table where Betty and Braga are at.
Look at that, a winner.
Oh, yeah, that's the table.
Totally normal.
That's that's the table I've been keeping an eye on.
Oh, no.
I think they switched those dice. Hey,
What?
hey, new guy, I think you're going to follow old Schnorts here, and we're going to go investigate we're going to go take out these cheaters. We're going to go take them out.
I'm going to learn so much from you, and I trip and try to take him down with me.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Come on.
Oh, goodness
Gracious.
I got a 7.
A 7. There is
Any tokens?
one. There's no tokens. There is one reroll.
Oh.
7
I
is a
mean,
mix.
it's the heist.
I
You
mean,
gotta go for it.
all right.
You gotta go for it.
Sure. I mean,
I don't want you to get caught.
Thank you for the
it's okay.
reroll.
Thank you for the reroll. Okay. Maybe because I sang, it'll be real good.
Oh my god.
Oh. What did you roll? Wonderful. A 3?
Yes, a 3. Oh god.
D. Here we go. As you fall, your enchantment wears off.
No.
And as you hit the ground, it's almost like the stone casing you enchanted around yourself to make yourself appear as an enchanted gargoyle shatters. Schnortz's attention is no longer on the table. His attention is now on you as he grabs you by the shirt and pulls you up. What is this? Oh my god, who are you? You're not the new guy.
What? What? I'm human? what is this body I am encased in?
Do I trick him? Can I trick him?
Which no. I'm gonna say you cannot.
I didn't know.
And as soon you see in the
I always
moment,
knew I was different.
you see Schnortz's eyes, his kind of these soft pink gem eyes. You see them suddenly flash like a bright, vibrant pink inside them. As suddenly, all the other gargoyles in the room, their eyes shine a bright pink. Crap. And they start to make their way towards you. Braga looks at you, Betty. Listen, I don't think this is going so well anymore, so, what are we gonna do?
time for plan B.
All right, time for plan B. We cut back 12 hours later to the Matagu Resort, sitting around the table in their suite. All right, so just go over me one more time. What is your plan B in this hall again? This is like worst case scenario, right? This is like if everything just goes wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which it won't. But this is like just in case of emergency, break glass.
Yeah, we are professionals, so we need plan B.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Plan B.
I feel like, if you guys, if there's two ways to get to this vault, and one is through the theater, and one is through the casino area. If the casino area becomes bad, maybe we should, whoever's job goes bad should flip to the other level. So I think if our casino stuff goes bad, we should go up to the theater, and assuming they're successful, there'll already be a ruckus up there to help us sneak through that elevator. Does that sound like that might work?
Doesn't sound too bad. It sounds a little risky. I mean, you'll be running through a casino if you've already caused quite a chaotic moment in your own area.
Or there's a thought process where it's not such a bad thing that, let's say, one of us gets caught. We get brought into the back room and can create a diversion and learn more about potentially what we're dealing with in the downstairs basement number 4.
And of course, not all of you are going to get caught.
None of us are going to get caught.
Right. So someone from the casino could alert someone in the theater and vice versa.
Listen, if anyone's going to get caught, I mean, I do have the muscle to punch out any of these gargoyles if I were the person, say things go wrong in our side, if things go wrong, I could really get in there and
but God's forbid that there's a lot of like muscle power in the basement and we need you there.
That's true.
Yeah. So I think all else fails, Braga has to get to the elevator.
All else fails. And we need a puzzle brain. That's not me.
Me?
Yes, so you are essentials.
I mean, I could, yeah.
Plan B is essentials.
Okay. Well, if for some reason my gargoyle enchantment doesn't work, which it's totally
It definitely will.
totally
Don't even worry about that.
I have read-
I mean, this is ridiculous conversation anyway.
I've read so many books about gargoyles, guys. I got this. But just in case it doesn't, like, I get made or something, maybe I can just draw a lot of attention and you two can
go out with a
slip
bang.
to
That's
the
right.
elevator.
I would say, if your attention is set at like a 10, I would say just make it a 35. Just really go.
Yeah,
for the gold.
okay.
Yeah.
And in fact, the diversion really could behoove you as you make your way to the elevator. It just might accelerate things. Again,
That's a good plan B. But I would say we have to make sure that Dee can still get away once she's caught. So
Oh.
why don't we just give her some smoke bombs, and that'll be something at least.
again, we're assuming she's going to get caught.
I
It's
mean,
very
we
unlikely.
should all have
very
smoke bombs.
unlikely, but we should all have
Let's
smoke
all
bombs.
just have smoke bombs.
All
Smoke
right.
bombs.
Great.
Each of you has one smoke bomb. There's not a plethora of smoke bombs.
You don't want to know where I put mine.
I made them from mushrooms powders.
butt. Sorry. Mushroom powder smoke butt.
We cut back to the present.
Whoa. It's too funny.
At the At the Creoker Crest Resort in the gambling hall, as we see Dee being hauled into the service elevator arm in arm by two gargoyles.
Oh my, what a ruckus.
I'm hollering like,
I
hollering.
didn't know. I'm sorry. I was a human trapped in a gargoyle this whole time. I promise you. I swear. When I lied to you, Schnorts, come on. We're buddies. Schnorts, I still feel like a gargoyle. I thought I was one.
Just
As
hollering.
As that commotion is then happening, the guests inside the gambling hall kind of don't know how to react. They don't know if they should be happy. Their sudden joy and levity is no longer there, which causes the pit boss to come out. You see a very tall, gaunt, elven woman with slick black hair and a ponytail come out onto onto the gambling hall floor.
Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, please, calm yourselves. There's no need to be frightened. No need to stop enjoying yourself here at the Creoker Crest Resort. Please continue to gamble. We will provide free drinks. Please excuse that commotion over there.
Oh, as this elven woman comes over to the table where Braga and Betty are at.
I'm so sorry. I see you have won. I see you put doubles on sevens, and yes, you've won 4,000 coin. Well, congratulations are in order.
I mean, I'm excited about the money, but I feel like it's just too dangerous to keep gambling here. I would love to have my money secured somewhere away from this chaos. Are you in charge here?
I am. I can ensure that your money is protected here. Come with me.
Braga stands there and is like, yes, I must see where my money is being kept as well. This is, we are two of your VIPs here. Yes,
Yes,
we are.
Don't you know? This is Graba.
Graba and Beetle,
And I am
two
Beetle.
of the wealthiest women in all of the desert, are here now to put money here. She, the gaunt elven woman, just.
Well, your money is welcome. Here, come with me. I will take you down to the first level so you can see where see how secure your winnings will be and perhaps entice you to keep on playing.
That sounds wonderful. Let's go.
Where am I at this point?
You are already down the elevator, and you are now in the small security office on the first floor, on the first basement level.
And this is all the same elevator.
Yes, this is one shaft.
good.
So it's gonna it comes back up. It's waiting for it comes back up for the elven female pit boss Betty and Braga to then be sent down there. Do you find yourself handcuffed to a stone chair? Stone cuffed to a stone chair.
Who's with me?
Snorts is just staring at you, and so is a very elderly looking gargoyle whose name is Booger. He's the eldest.
What's all the commotion about? This is the first time we've had Snorts. This is the first time we've had someone down here in, 4 months.
Look, I know thought this was supposed to be the new guy, and then apparently is a human in disguise. Ain't that? I'm on to you, human. I don't know what you're doing here. You're trying to pull off some kind of heist.
Nolos, everything I said to you is true. I thought I was a gargoyle, but I always kind of felt different my whole life. And then I just start monologuing about how different I felt,
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
trying to get some
Charm.
sympathy from them.
I want to know, is he old just because he was enchanted like 5 months ago and so like he's wearing off? Is that why the other guy's is
I will
booger
say
old?
he was one of the first gargoyles enchanted, so he's kind of crumbly. He's a little eroded.
Heart.
Heart.
Okay, I got an 8.
Oh.
Are there any tokens?
There are no tokens.
Okay.
With an 8, you capture the heart and soul of Booger.
Yes.
But Schnorts is still suspecting you.
I'll wear him down.
Oh, listen, it's just, everybody wants to be a gargoyle. It's so hard to be a gargoyle, Snorts. Come on, this is clearly a misunderstanding.
Well, you know what, Booger? That's why you're put down here. That's why you're put down here guarding the baths, the elite baths, because no one's gonna sneak into a bath. Because you'd let everybody sneak in if you could. You would let everybody sneak in. You just trust every single person with a sad story, Booger.
Wow.
Oh, well, okay, but I believe you. I'm on your side.
Thank you, Booger.
Gargoyles, yeah.
Yeah, gargoyles. You know, Snorts, it's really rude. I'm
Snorts,
disappointed.
that was real rude. That was real rude to our
Booger,
guest here, Snorts.
Booger has been here for a long time and has put in a lot of hours so that young gargoyles like you can just waltz in and make a name for yourself by being a polish expert. I wouldn't take that if I were you, Booger.
That's all he talks about is his polish.
Yeah, polish.
It's a polish. You polish this, polish that. You know what? When I was made, we didn't have polish.
See.
We didn't have polish. You had to just work by the grit of your own stone talons. That's back in my day. You couldn't primp or prime yourself. You just were. If you chipped a toe, you chipped a toe. Bilford bugging. That's what happened when I was young.
Well, oh gosh, here we go again. The sad old story of the old man. You want to go, old man, right now? Do you want to fight? As we cut to the elevator, ding, opening up for Betty and Braga and the elven female pit boss.
Excellent. Thank you for your quick response to my concern. I want to wait for the elevator doors to close, and then I'm going to throw down the smoke bomb.
She is coming into the elevator with you.
When she's in. Yeah, once
Oh,
we're
once
all
she's
in,
in,
and the
great.
doors close, yeah.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Key.
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord.
We have no rerolls, huh?
What is
There is one reroll.
I'm taking it.
Take it.
Take it.
This
That
was
was
a huge move.
That was a 4.
This is a big.
This fails. I'm pretty effed.
Is this plan B? Oh,
This is like Plan C.
yeah.
B.
Oh,
Okay. It's a 9.
With a 9.
Do you have a token? Do you want a 10?
I don't have any tokens. I don't think.
No, the only people who have tokens are Hannah and Violet.
and it's still one for me, correct?
One for you, 2 for Violet. With a 9, Betty, as you throw down the smoke bomb, You not only blind the pit boss,
Oh, no.
you accidentally blind Braga.
Mm-hmm.
So as the smoke, what was? Is it a blinding smoke bomb, or is it much more of like a pass out smoke bomb? What is the smoke bomb?
It is basically fog cloud, so you just can't see.
Great.
It doesn't hurt you in any way. You just all you see is smoke.
Great.
Yeah.
You are unaffected. Braga and the pit boss are blinded.
Okay. I want to knock out the pit boss.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts. As this elevator is going down, Violet and Hannah, you sense that the elevator is going down, so you begin your descent.
I just want to say, it really wasn't my personal feeling that you were a poor singer.
Thank you. I mean, as a dwarf, I know I have natural talent. Thank you though for your affirming me. We better do this.
We do.
As you two start to repel, Betty, what did you roll?
4.
Ooh.
Help me, someone.
Oh my
So
word.
I can't. It's too late. It's too late. You've already rolled.
Betty, you end up, you wind up and you punch so hard, you smack your hand against the elevator for 2 points of damage, but have accidentally stopped the elevator. With
Oh.
But this works out awesome because I want to jump on it. I want
Okay.
to jump on top of it.
Roll me 2. There is a hatch.
That
There's
is
like an
also
enchanted-
2 stories at the moment, isn't it? It's
It
where
had,
is
it had
propelling,
just
right?
closed. It had just.
So it's right below us.
No, it is a little bit. Yeah, it's about a story and a half.
Okay.
Because
about a floor and a half.
They were about. Forgive me. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Had you guys achieved the basement level 1?
No, they were not there yet. They had just started to leave the first floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a jump. It's not like death defying, but it is a ways.
Also, look at what I did to my hands.
I'm so sorry.
We
We flashback 12 hours before. Hey, you should really wear gloves. I feel like for all the repelling you're going to be doing.
Oh no! These are magical hands. I really, if anything, the callous and the hard work that I've done. in my
Okay,
life.
don't listen to the rogue.
I know. I am listening to you, and good thing. Gloves are a part of my costume.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I could incorporate it, but really, my man would not wear gloves in this situation. So it's more important that I commit to the character.
You do you, Hannah.
We cut back to the present. Violet, roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay. That's a 9.
You do have 3 tokens.
and I'll make it a 10.
Wonderful. So with the spend of 1 token, yes, Violet, you are able to, to land with your knees. Violet, as you jump from the elevator shaft and land not super hard on the elevator as well. You land just right enough. You don't injure yourself, and you don't cause the elevator kind of to like startle.
And so then I want to take. Obviously, I have packed weaponry underneath my costume, and I would like to pull out a dagger that's around my thigh. I want to pull it out, and then just I'd like to stealthily cut a hole in the top of the elevator.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. Meanwhile, in the inside of the elevator, Braga, while blinded, knows that everything is going wrong. So Braga is going to... Braga tries to punch as well, but ends up... why? Because she is blinded. She ends up punching the elevator again as you feel everybody inside and on the elevator feels it kind of jerk a bit. What are you doing? What is happening to the elevator?
It's just really smoky in here. I don't know what's wrong with your elevator.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Yes. Is there a fire?
Yeah, there's something wrong with this establishment. It's elevators for sure.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
I got cat. I got two. Plus, I guess 4. I got 4.
There's a reroll.
Yes. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're really making us work for it tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
These
That's
dice.
a 7.
It's a 7 with how many tokens?
Those are the worst dice.
Oh, with
Clean
no
it.
tokens.
Okay.
I would.
You have 2 tokens, but that's not going to do much. It's just a 7.
Okay.
I will say you were able to cut a hole, but you're not. It doesn't fall through. You're going to have to pry it open with your own hands.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we cut to back inside the security office. The two gargoyles are now just at it. Snorts and Booger are just punching each other out as you see chunks of rock just falling to pieces, D, as you just sit there and watch.
I am trying to get those little stone cuffs loosened at least so I can maybe, I don't know, get out. On purpose.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Okay.
Can I flash back to give her an idea how to get out of the...
We flash back 12 hours before to the Matagu Resort, the HQ, the current HQ of the Wrath Queens.
In the event that any of us should have stone cuffs on our hands, they're made of the same material as the gargoyles. So if there was an instance where you could just smash on them, it probably would likely break.
That is the worst design I've ever heard, but thanks for that tip.
I'm just thinking, I might need it, you might need it, unlikely. You're probably going to need it. You've
You're
already been
definitely
arrested.
going to need it.
And you are just going to be small, Robin, and we all know that Braga can just go.
Yeah, that's going to be real easy.
Like, imagine there was a fray, a fight. All you have to do is stick your hands into the fight and cuffs off.
Yeah, but we're not going to need to.
Not going to need
no,
it.
everything's going to go. No.
You know, it's not like me to think about everything ahead of time or be plan-oriented, but really I'm inspired by this whole thing.
Have you really not done this before?
I maybe it's just in my blood naturally.
She makes me do everything.
Yes, because she's really skilled and small. And now you're the smallest, so I'm just going to make you do everything.
All right. Well, at this point in time, I will have been sneaking through the air vent, so I cannot be of any help in case anybody gets arrested or anything.
That's what you think.
I mean, that's what I know.
No, it's true. It's true. I just wanted to...
Just check and make sure we're all on the same page here. Yes. We cut back 12 hours to the present. At the first level basement of the Kryoko Crest Resort, in the security office where D attempts to break the stone cuffs. Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay. Come on, dice. Come on, babies.
They were the worst
Whew,
guys.
all right. What was that? Plus what?
A guts.
Okay,
A
that
guts.
is 8 plus 0.
So with an 8, you are... With an 8D, you are able to slam your cuffs down, unfortunately, on the back of Booger, who kind of underneath the brunt force of your hands. Your cuffs do pop off, but now Schnortz kind of, as Booger kind of lies face down on the ground, Schnortz, now kind of tired from battle, looks up at you. What is this? As we cut back to the elevator.
All right, I'm going to swing from rope to rope and just jump and meet you down there. Gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay? Did you get the hole open?
Barely.
All right, well, maybe I should just jump into the hole.
Better idea.
Okay.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
What'd you get?
Well, 6.
You have 2 tokens.
I have 2?
Yes.
And no rerolls.
No.
Prefer to do that. All right, 7 then. I'm going to
7.
use one of those rerolls. Thank you.
Or one of the tokens.
What same fucking difference.
Wonderful. So with that,
Sally Sue is my boy name.
is your androgynous outfit.
Sally
name.
Sue, yeah.
Hannah, as you jump down into the elevator with a 7, you are able to jump through that hole. But because it was not super open, you didn't remember to lock your knees. You locked your knees. You didn't remember to bend the knees. So you are locked knees jumping straight into this piece of metal.
How else do you open it? You know?
So you take, as
Jackknife.
you all of a sudden inside the elevator just crash, and on top of the pit boss lands Hannah. Oh, it takes 5 points of damage because you just shattered your shins. Not ouch. You just there's this
Did I
shock.
scrape them, or
this shock just goes through your body of how hard you land against the ground.
Oh, that looks like that really sucked. You gotta really bend those knees.
Did
Hannah.
she get him?
Someone's
Is he down?
underneath. Someone's underneath me. They're getting a free show.
Didn't she land on the pit boss?
Yeah, you landed on the pit boss. Like
Yay!
the pit boss is underneath
You
you.
took out the
Yeah,
right person. Yay!
Yay!
Another successful Rat Queen's adventure.
A part of the plan.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
I start to rifle through the pit boss's pockets for access codes or keys that we might need for the next levels.
Roll me 2d6 plus Canny.
Yes.
As you see Braga just kind of smacking the elevator wall, trying to hit a button. Braga luckily hits the down button as the elevator continues to descend to the first basement level.
No tokens, huh?
Betty, you have 1 token.
Oh, yay. Because that's a 4, 5, 6. I'll make it a 7.
Ooh, 7, wonderful. You are able to find, unfortunately, only 1 key.
Ooh, shiny.
You see that it is glowing kind of like a light green.
Can I smell it?
No, put it in my pocket. I hide it in my wig.
As the elevator door opens, we see the sight of Betty is the first to emerge, then Braga kind of trying to wipe her eyes clean of the fog. Hannah, you slowly get up and kind of stumble your way with your injured legs. And then Violet, you just kind of pop down from inside the shaft and continue to walk out. As the four of you look into the security office room and see Dee currently struggling, kind of in a chokehold against a gargoyle.
I'd like to just immediately do a shatter spell on the gargoyle and kill it.
You do have a window in the way. This glass window. It's the security office is kind of like it's an office. So there's this glass window that you were looking into.
Oh.
I propose that we get into our new disguises.
You mean our bathrobes?
Yes.
Because that is the next
That's exactly
level
what
that we
I
have
mean.
to achieve.
Yes, underneath my costume. You see, my costume was it made me very big hipped, you see. Bigger than my actual hips. And I just stored some rolled up bathrobes in there.
Oh. Thanks. Bathroom, please.
All right.
Violet, as you hand out the bathrobes,
We go in and we ask them where the bathhouse is. And we get basically create a diversion. Just calm.
Of course, because this was always
Part of
the plan.
Plan.
the four of you, Hannah, Betty, Violet, Braga, open the door into the security office as Schnortz holds Dee.
What? What? Oh my, what's going on here?
Is that how you treat people here?
My goodness.
No, as Schnortz quickly releases Dee. I'm sorry, I was dealing with it. I was dealing with a little bit of a situation down here.
Well, we're dealing with a situation down here. We have not been able to locate the bathhouse.
True.
It's right down the hallway.
Oh, well, very good. I think you're going to have to escort us and show us where. And stop treating this poor human the way you are treating them.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Yay! Get it.
Get it? My heart's horrible. 5, 6, 7, 8.
An 8. You are able to convince Schnortz to release Dee. Schnortz looks at you all. Well, the sign for the bath says right there. It says bath that way. I don't need to escort you. If you follow it, it'll be that big, beautiful stone door on the left of this hallway. Now, thank you. I need to get back to interrogating. I will say I will use less physical. They did. Sheep did. Wait, what? Did you just break out of my cuffs? Are you okay?
Oh no, it's happening again. Oh no. Oh no. Sir, hurry. Is anybody?
We need help.
We need
Emergency. There's an emergency.
Braga suddenly just goes and just hits. Oh yeah, Braga just nails Schnortz down on his gargoyle head. As you see his gargoyle cranium crack and just split into 2 stone pieces onto the ground as his gargoyle body just kind of falls onto the ground.
Really?
No, he was an ass.
Oh.
Thank you, Braga.
Oh,
Thank you, Braga.
All right.
well, all right.
Listen, we need to keep going.
Well, here's your robe.
Thank you.
Yeah, Violet, really? Just screaming loudly?
You know what? I've really embraced my ability as an actor, and I just committed to that.
She
So
really gave a delightful performance. I was really
Oh, gosh. Wish I could have seen it.
sad that I
all
had
right, we'll
to
move on.
recorded it right here.
We'll move on. I'm gonna probably take lessons when I'm out of this.
Give you a blow by blow later.
All right.
As the five queens make their way down the hallway, they pass the serene door into the spa. Currently closed. No one's looking to see who's in the hallway. You've cleared the security checkpoint. You've cleared past the spa. As you make your way, as you start to see the other elevator that now then descends to the second basement floor, coming closer and closer to you. But as you make your way, unfortunately, there is a slight air of chaos that surrounds you.
Oh, gosh.
And Hannah,
What?
unfortunately, you remember that you forgot your smoke bomb. You forgot any kind of knives, any kind of tools.
Oh, my God.
You were so enraptured by your own first disguise, you forgot to pack all of your necessary tools.
I'm going to have to go back to the security office.
Why?
Because I, literally don't have anything else underneath this bathrobe.
Hannah.
I'm sure that there's some security confiscation items that I could have. God damn it! I really thought
We
I
went
stuck it
over
up
this.
there.
We went over
I
this.
know.
We drilled it in you.
But when I was making sure that my belt went on at the same time as my cummerbund, I believe I removed my dagger and my staff. And I'm sorry, there's just so much pressure.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Well, do you really need any of that stuff?
Well, I definitely need something because God knows. God's knows. God's knows.
God's nose?
No, the gods know.
Nose.
The gods know.
Are you
gods
saying
know.
God's nose?
No, that would be ridiculous.
Okay. Braga, can you let Hannah borrow your pretty dagger for this tiny adventure we're gonna have?
She's gonna need it.
You have like 3 weapons.
But my smoke bomb, it was gonna. I can't.
You don't need.
All right.
Just don't get caught.
How far are we from the office? Have we
You're a
been-
ways away, and
Oh shit.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Don't
no
worry.
turning back.
Can I for one of my daggers? Do I have a dagger?
I just gotta go. I just gotta go back to the security office. You all clear the path for
You
the
cannot
elevator.
go back to the security
Why can't I
office
not?
because security has already been alerted.
Oh,
Let's
Well,
just keep going.
I'm gonna get.
You have your magic.
fine. We all know how
sorry,
that's
I-
going right
No,
now.
no, you're right. The magic is better than the
Can I-
small knife I was gonna give her.
Can I conjure like a magical like staff or like like an electric dagger?
An electric dagger.
Well, no, like a magical item, like a
Telekinetic.
Do you have conjure an item on your as one of your abilities?
Well, I could definitely roll for it because that's a mage school thing. Depending on how I roll, my skill is poor. I have enchanter. I have.
You can roll for a magical weapon.
Can I wait? Can I encapsulate a magic missile into like an item so that just stays there? Now it's like
You can roll for a magical weapon, but it will disappear. So if you want to roll for a magical weapon
Wait till
when it is needed, you can.
fine. All right, moving on.
The 5 of you approach the first elevator door. You hit the button. The enchanted lift slides open, the metal slowly grating. This elevator has not been used in a while. As the 5 of you climb aboard and descend to the second basement level of the Krioka Crest Resort.
That was too easy.
All right.
That was easy.
You think that was easy? It was not easy for me.
Just getting in there and going down.
Just think about how much screaming you just did just a second ago.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah, we all fought for that.
When the lift finally stops, clunks to a stop, the metal gates pull open, and in front of you, you see a giant stone door.
More stone.
I look for a keyhole.
There is a keyhole. It's slightly glowing green.
Hey, look what I got! Yay! Key.
Put it in.
That's right. That's
I
what she
attempt-
said.
I attempt to open the door with a key.
You open it, and it opens.
Yay! That's our Betty.
And as the door opens, you find yourselves looking down a long stone hallway.
So much stone.
As the candelabras against the sides of the hallway suddenly ignite with a soft green light.
Okay, guys.
Automatic lighting.
Let's not run through this hallway. This is probably a puzzle thing, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
She said there might be puzzles and there might be physical danger also.
Can I detect magic?
Sure.
Okay. Do I
With a skill.
with skill? Yeah, that's a 9 then, and I'd like to use my extra one of my tokens for 10.
Great. There's no magic here.
Well, it's good to know.
Good.
to know.
Good to know.
Good.
Good to know.
Good to know.
Can I check for practical traps or is it the same thing?
That is different.
Okay.
You can check for a practical
Well, it's
trap.
not different. It's a totally viable option.
I have trap expert also.
I'm crazy.
Okay.
I would have done the same.
Stay in
you.
the game, Hannah.
So
Don't
I'm
worry.
rolling
Everyone's
it
just
says
feel a lot of
dex, so
pressure.
what do I use?
You would use skill.
Skill instead. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's just a straight 8. On a 7 to 9, I can do one of these things to walk through the area and ask these questions. I'll just ask is there a trap here, and if so, what activates it?
Betty, you are able to look at the ground, and you notice that all of the tiles are 3 different shades of gray. There's a light gray, there's a dark gray, and there's a very dark gray. And from your experience working with the 5 monkeys on your past adventures, you know a floor puzzle when you see one.
All right, guys, be careful. There's a floor puzzle here, so don't just step anywhere.
Ooh.
There's 3 colors:
Okay.
light, medium, and dark.
Wow, you have good eyes.
Well, just look harder with your eyes too.
Whoa, bitch.
All right, settle down. So do I already know how to?
You just know what kind of trap it is.
Oh,
You do
okay.
not
We
know
should-
the solution.
We should put something heavy, throw something heavy on one of them.
See what happens.
I feel like that might be. We should try to touch one color and see what happens.
Yeah.
But like far away from us. So toss
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Logic suggests the lightest.
I mean, why though? It could be.
It could be go in gradient. Light, medium, dark. Light, medium, dark.
Right.
Light, medium, dark. That's one way to approach it.
Or dark, medium, light.
Well, and we'll know by error, by
Yeah.
omission.
I'm so sorry. Walk me back real quick. You're saying we have to walk in a specific pattern. I was thinking we just had to avoid a specific color.
We don't know what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be any of these things. So, me knowing there's a trap here, at least we know there's a trap. I don't know how to undo it though.
If only we had like could make an enchanted being that might get it wrong or right and tell them what to do. I will do that.
I want to help that.
What?
What?
I would like to
What do
create
you want to do?
some magical energy that's gonna walk on the steps that we tell them to walk on.
Yeah.
And see if it'll get destroyed or not.
Hey Hannah, what spell is that?
That's the magic
That's the
missile.
bullshit. That's the bullshit spell that is not okay.
Oh wait, did you put that little smoke bomb up your butt? Did you hold it up there? Is that where it is?
I didn't
It's
have.
no
No, I
longer
don't
there.
have a
you
smoke bomb.
forgot.
disappeared.
Oh.
I will say that no.
Can I enchant an item then to do it?
You can find an item and perhaps roll it on top of the floor puzzle.
This is taking too long. I take a hairpin out of my hair.
Great.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it at things and see what happens. I throw it at a light colored tile a little ways up from us.
As the hairpin hits the light tile, nothing happens. It was 3 tiles ahead of you.
Medium? Boop.
As your hairpin hits the medium tiles, 3 tiles ahead of you, suddenly the hairpin is ignited. That whole entire tile is ignited in a green flame that then singes the hairpin out of existence.
Oh.
Medium bad, light good.
Okay.
In theory, or it's don't step on the medium after stepping on the light.
Oh.
Should I throw it on another light one then?
Or dark. Or
Can-
yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
Light one.
Light one. Boop.
Are you throwing on a close light one or a far away light one?
Far away one.
You throw the hairpin onto a light tile 5 tiles away from you, and nothing happens.
How many hairpins do you have?
Can I
just a
get
huge wig.
can I get situated?
Sure. Roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Oh yeah, you guys can help too.
Fair. I tried to create a magical being.
All right. I got a 7.
With 7, you can ask one question about your situation.
Question I should ask is, oh my goodness, help me.
How do I?
Are there any clues?
How do I get out of here with my button tacked?
Dang. Good question.
You walk on the right tiles.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. How long is this hall? Can you tell me that without me?
Yes. The hall is about 10 squares long.
Okay. How big are the squares?
They are about 2 feet by 2 feet.
And then what about the walls?
The walls, this hallway is about 10 by 10.
Oh.
Okay.
So, like, if they're 2 by 2, that's 20 by 20.
Ah.
And there's mounted candles on each wall. Hey guys, what if we don't walk on these tiles at all?
Yeah, agreed.
We all have rope, except for Hannah.
Yes, but I've been swinging very well today.
I have an axe and a dagger.
Maybe we can rig something where we kind of hook a rope onto one of these candle things and kind of go in a crisscross pattern so we can kind of climb instead of walking on the tiles.
I like it a lot.
A lot of precision throwing. I want to try to do that, tying rope to the end of a dagger and using it as like a grappling hook situation to get it over one of the mounted light fixtures to see if we can climb across it like a little spider web.
Before we do that,
Okay.
do note though that the 2 light-colored tiles you hit, nothing happened.
I know, but it could be a pattern.
I'd like to rip off my mustache that I'm still wearing and put it on the closest light tile to us.
Nothing happens.
Let's walk on the light tiles.
You first.
Okay. And I go step on the light tile.
Great. Nothing happens.
I go to walk on the second light tile.
Nothing happens.
I go to walk on the third light tile.
Which direction are you going?
Right.
Gulp.
As you step on the right light tile, you feel the tile move down beneath your foot.
Oh boy.
And instead of green flame encasing you, we reach $500, so I get to make a GM move.
Oh, God.
The tile, sensing the weight of a person on it, not just a hairpin or perhaps a fake mustache, suddenly all the candles in the hallway magically go out. When suddenly, emerging from the ground, is a green fire elemental that now stands in your way. As you see within both of its hands, it readies 2 green fireballs. Hannah, you're the closest. What do you want to do?
Hey there. Hi. You know what? Look what I can do. And I'd like to create 2 fireballs in my hand.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to having our second poll, so that poll should be starting any time now, so make sure to get active in chat and vote away.
Oh my goodness. Skill?
Skill.
And there's rerolls?
There are 4 rerolls.
Ooh,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Goodness
Thank you so
gracious.
much.
And do I have any more tokens by any chance?
You have no tokens.
I will be using one of those rerolls.
Great.
Oh, by the power of the gods. Wow, still really bad. 7. Now, the thing is, if I were to reroll again, it's still a mixed success no matter what.
Exactly.
So I'm going to stick with the 7.
Wonderful. Hannah, as you summon 2 small fireballs in your hand, boop, you see the elemental cock its head at you.
I cock my head back at it at the same time as it's doing it.
It cocks it to the left.
And I cock mine to the left.
It raises one arm
I raise that same arm
and
opposite,
throws a fireball at you.
and I do it at the same time to
Hannah-
hit the fireball.
With a mixed success, unfortunately, your fireball kind of pew and just sinks to the ground as this green fireball comes towards you.
Good thing I dipped the way I threw, because if it was going this way and I threw it, I took a dip, so it didn't hit me.
You take 3 points of fire damage.
Lord. Okay.
As
Dip
you
into the
start to look not so good, Hannah, with 9 points of health remaining.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
The fire elemental then turns towards Braga and raises its left arm and throws a green fireball at her. Braga pulls out very Gal Gadot Wonder Woman style, pulls out a sword from the back of her dress and just lines up and smacks that fireball right back at the elemental with a success of 11 as the fireball hits the fire elemental and sends it back further down the hallway.
I wish I could have done that. You know what? Bright side. Once he's dead, we can walk straight through.
Yep.
Bright side.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
How do we defeat a fire elemental?
Water.
Do I know how to defeat a fire elemental?
Get situated? Maybe?
Get situated.
I'll say, yeah, roll me 2d6 plus canny.
I have no canny. None whatsoever.
Ooh.
Oh, but I got an 11.
Yay.
Wonderful. You can ask me 3 questions about this elemental.
How do we defeat it?
With water or just by beating it down, sending more
Water.
power its way.
Water or power? It's like
Water or just hitting it enough
Okay.
to kind of cause it to overheat.
okay.
You should ask if we have to defeat it to get out of here.
Do we have to defeat it to get out of here?
Yep. Well, it's going to kick your butt if you don't.
Okay. And
Are there any weak points or where's their water? Where is their water?
is there a
A water source.
Well, we might. Do we have water? Is there water here?
I will say, D, you come very prepared.
I was gonna say that too, but I didn't want to,
D, you come especially prepared, and you remember the canteen. You remember the leather water sack as you prepared for this journey. You know, you'd be in a desert. You don't want to let dehydration get the best of you, D. So you are carrying a sack of water.
Fantastic. Do I still have my short bow?
You did not on you. It
Okay.
was not. You did not bring it with you on this stealth mission.
I'm trying to think of the best way to sling it.
I do
You have a
have
good throwing arm.
Yeah, I do have an axe and a dagger.
I'm gonna hand this to Violet. Yeah, I know you got this.
Oh God! I'm gonna wrap it around the axe,
Okay.
and then I'm just wanna aim and throw it.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill, Violet.
Get it, girl.
Oh, that might not work. I wanted to, but
Should we? Oh, too late.
It might at least.
it might change it right now.
So 11, 12, 13.
Yay! Yay!
With a 13, Violet, yes, you're able to just kind of, you're able to wind back and throw this axe so well, this perfect spin starts happening. As moment it starts to turn into a sprinkler effect, slowly drizzling out, slowly sprinkling out the water as you see the green flame elemental kind of climbing back up to its hovering position. As it lifts its head, suddenly a water sack attached to an axe is right in front of it. As you see its elemental face cock for a second, and then the water explodes upon the elemental, and you see all of a sudden this smoke and steam arise from this kind of black bone body as it kind of slowly turns to dust on the floor.
Violet,
down from you.
I could kiss you on the mouth right now.
Oh, same. Honestly, bringing that water sack was brilliant. Brilliant. We have a good team.
I'm all wet now.
Thanks, you saved us.
Light tiles
Okay.
only. No way.
So light tiles only, can't go right. But yeah, maybe you're right, Hannah, in that we can walk through this now that there's no danger or threat anymore.
Yeah, we already
perhaps?
activated the guardian,
Here,
I guess.
here, I'll go first.
Oh.
You see Braga step on the first light tile. Braga then steps on the second light tile. Braga then steps on the tile to the left. Nothing happens. Braga sees that there is another light tile to the left. She steps on that one. There are then 3 light tiles in a row. Braga steps, steps, steps. Then there's a light tile to the right, a dark tile, and then another light tile. You see Braga kind of turn back, check in with the 4 of you.
Not that I'm going to be helpful in this moment, but my gut says go for the right again. Because it's just unlikely that it's that easy.
Go for the right.
Go to the right one. But you know what? You're strong.
Yeah. See Braga slowly put her right foot down on the right tile, and it's fine. And then Braga gingerly steps across the middle dark tile onto the other right tile. Right light tile. As 2 more light tiles lay in front, spaced by 1 dark tile, and then 1 final light tile at the edge of the hallway. As Braga gently steps over and steps over again and makes it to the end of the hallway.
Yay!
She turns around. Yeah!
You
All
did
right,
it!
okay. I guess just follow my steps.
Yay!
Okay.
That was awesome, Braga.
All right.
Let's go.
You want to hop on? Save
Yeah, all right.
save us all a
I
trip.
crawl into Dee's back. Yoop.
I'm still like in the center, right? Or like where I stopped. Yeah.
Just come back the way you came, ding dong.
I will say all 4 of you are able to follow Braga's steps and make it to the end of the hallway.
Yay!
My question is,
Yes.
could I retrieve my axe? Did I on the way?
Oh yes, once you pass it and you're kind of in this small area right in front of the next lift, yeah, your axe just kind of is still slid
Great.
on the ground with an empty water sack next still tied to
I'll
it.
grab that too, though.
Wonderful. So yes, you get your axe back, Violet, as the 5 of you climb into the second lift and then head down to the 3rd level. Yes.
As we're going down, I turned to Dee and I said to her, if I did something awesome in battle, would you want to make out with me too?
Sure.
Because I'm just wondering, like, where your barometer is, and like, friends can do that.
You know, I'm really partial to dwarves because of the facial hair. And even though Violet doesn't have facial hair, I just kind of always imagine her as having this like sexy, lush red beard. So that's kind of why I said I would kiss her on the mouth. But yes,
Okay, I'm just putting that information.
I just wanted to talk you through my process. I don't want you to take it personally.
I'm not taking it personally. I'm doing my best not to. I'm growing.
What's happening?
Hannah needs a lot of attention constantly all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna disagree.
but her
But like
magic is-
vaginal attention.
And on that note, the metal lift doors slowly screech even more with even more difficulty open as you approach another large stone door, this time with 2 keyholes.
Oh, we didn't think about this. Can we do our door picking routine?
Oh.
That was a paid combo. So
Yeah, but we can roll for it.
Sure, I will say you can both roll for it. Hannah, you roll. I say you both roll skill to see if you're able to line up with each other.
All right, T.
Why did you?
Ah, jeez.
Jeez.
Before they roll, oh, never mind. Go. I was gonna say, can we help them? But
I will say because they're both
They're both
working
doing
on
it.
it.
Right.
They are the help each
Good.
other needs.
This also could be something we destined, like if this were
Oh, sorry.
the situation.
That was a 5.
You don't have any skill?
We do have 3 re-rolls.
take it.
Use.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Take the re-roll again, because it's better to have a mixed
That's
success.
3.
Wonderful. You can only get a mixed success at this point.
Come on.
There it is. There it is.
6, 7, 8.
All right.
Better than nothing
7? Okay. Big success.
Yeah, mixed success.
With a mixed success, Betty and Hannah, you are able to open, to using your magical and locksmithing powers combined, you are able to open the first lock.
Turn it. Move it. Shove it in. Go back. In. Again. Other way. Alright.
You hear the click of the first lock, but upon hearing the click of the first lock, the second lock then clicks.
What does that mean?
It just got a little bit more difficult.
Oh.
Hairpin! Hairpin!
Oh.
Okay. Whoop. I will try to undo the second lock with the hairpin instead of with Hannah's magic.
This is the last hairpin you have.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I've
I
only
really
tried
haven't
magic
using
Roll me
hairpins.
2d6 plus skill.
The wig falls off.
It was so cute, though.
6, 7. That's 8.
Yes.
Wonderful. With an 8, you are able to click it somewhat, but this lock still isn't opening. It's a little too stuck.
Maybe we should try to force it? What do you guys think?
I just want to try to stick my dagger in and just like knock it a little bit.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Guts, 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 guts.
Guts, 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 guts.
Okay, that is a 9.
You do have one. You have 2 tokens, Violet.
Oh, great. Let's make it a 10.
Yay!
Wonderful. And with that, you are able, to just jimmy your dagger in there, and you're able to just pop it. And you hear the pop, click of the second lock as it falls to the ground. The door slowly opens, and the 5 of you are then encased in a light blue light.
Oh my god, this is very flattering on you.
But you don't see each other anymore.
Oh.
Hannah, you open your eyes and find yourself laying in the plush bed of yours at the Matagu Resort, with Sawyer on one side and Veldrin Kane on the other.
I really wish Dee was here. But this is going to be okay.
They both look at you with light blue eyes and smile. Hannah, come on, let's just stay. We could stay in here all day. Isn't this so nice?
It is nice. And you know what also is nice? Double penetration.
You're getting toasty.
Just rated R, kids. Sorry.
You set it up.
We cut Betty. Betty, when the blue light clears, you find yourself relaxing in a pool as Tom the camel joins you in the pool, smiling. Hello, Betty. Isn't this fun?
Tom, you can talk. I knew it. I knew you were magical.
You don't want to leave now, do you?
No, this is awesome.
This is super great.
This is so great.
Good to hear.
Look, there's a rainbow.
Yes. Let's go ride on it. Whee!
Yeah, it's going to be gold at the end of this rainbow.
Violet, as the blue blinding light clears, you find yourself on a table having your back massage by Orc Dave.
Oh, this is probably the happiest I've ever been.
Oh, baby, you don't want to leave, right? You just want to stay right here.
I'm gonna stay till those birds come out of your beard, honey.
Oh, we're getting there. Don't worry. Let me just work on your back right now.
Okay.
Oh, you're so tense.
Yeah.
Just open up to me. Let's just talk about it.
I'm in love with you, and
I'm in love with you too.
oh, thank you. And also, gosh, I mean, I honestly feel like our whole team's coming together really, really well. I mean, ever since Robin Banks came into our life, it's just like we've all been really cooperative, and we, I think really love and support each other. And it's been great because I feel like everyone on this heist has really done their part. We needed everybody, or we would have failed.
Yeah, but you don't need them anymore because it's just you and me in this space. Just relax. Stay here forever.
What?
We cut to Dee. Dee, as your eyes settle, you find yourself standing in the coziest library you've ever seen. a library that you did not know existed within the Creoker Crest Resort. As you find yourself right next to a hot pot of green tea, you hear a voice from behind you. I felt the most connected to you when you visited me in my office, Dee. You turn around, and standing there is Madame Bula. Braga opens her eyes as the blue blinding light starts to fade away and finds herself once again within the sauna with Auden at the Iceverfell Resort. Auden this time now holding a charcuterie board and 2 glasses of firebrand whiskey, or fire brandy. As he sets them down on the table next to her and him, he smiles. Braga, you don't want to leave, do you? Isn't this nice? You and I, you understand me. We can just stay right here forever. Not like she did. She never understood me, but you get what it means to be a warrior. You have the passion of a warrior in your heart, and you don't want to leave, do you? Braga smiles and smiles back at Auden, but out of the corner of her eye, she notices a light pink, glowing flower in a vase in the corner of the sauna. We cut back over to Hannah in bed with Veldrin and Sawyer.
I just don't know who to mount first.
Oh, we don't have to choose. We can just cuddle all day, and we can just stay here, and we can just, we love you, Hannah. We both love you so much. We can stay with you forever, and just, you're so wonderful.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. This is about sex. This is not about love. That's a little too much. No one wants to cuddle all day. You don't get shit done. I have my own life. We can have sex. That's great. In fact, we could do that all day. If you would have said that, that would have made it a little bit more interesting. But then I still got to get shit done at night. Like, can't do this all the time.
No, Hannah.
And what, you want to hurt me, physically impair me?
We're going to have sex in this bed, and we're going to love all day and all night. You just got to stay in this bed with us, Hannah. And Hannah, upon hearing that, you start to feel a little selfish.
Oh, well. You know, I do see a unique opportunity here in more gratifying pleasure than either of you were able to provide for me by yourselves.
We can do whatever you want, Hannah, or we can just do each other and you can watch.
I didn't know I wanted that.
Hannah, as you start to settle back into bed, you don't notice, but there is a light, glowing pink rose in the corner of the room.
Just do it. Just kiss.
As Veldrin and Sawyer begin to kiss. We cut back over to Betty, who is now riding a rainbow with Tom the camel.
This is awesome!
As you land on the ground, Betty, you do notice that there is a pink glowing flower.
Shiny! I try to pick it.
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Okay.
Come on. Yes.
That is a 12.
Wow.
With a 12, you go to pick the flower. You see Tom the camel turn to you. No!
Tom!
As Tom the camel's face begins to melt as his flesh and muscle melt down, and now you just see the skull of this camel screaming at you. Betty, as you pick the flower, you are the first to awake as you see your 4 other companions standing in the room, just staring point blank as this blue light seems to be over their eyes.
Oh, this is sucky, huh? Try to wake up whoever's closest to me first.
Say that Braga is the closest to you.
Okay, I just try to slap. I curl up onto her and start slapping her around in the face.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Cheesy, crazy.
It's 4.
You do have one. There is one reroll, and you do have one token.
Wow. But you should
Reroll.
Reroll.
One
Reroll.
Reroll.
Oh, darn.
7.
Yeah.
7.
Great.
7. As you start to smack Braga, we cut back into Braga as she sits there, slowly drinking a glass of fire brandy with Auden, smiling. As all of a sudden she starts to feel this pain on her face and almost this ringing in her ears that she can't dismiss. She looks disoriented as Auden looks at her. Sweet Grabba, please. Is everything okay? I know your name's Braga. Like Grabba, Braga, you can be whoever you want with me. I will love you no matter what. You can be whoever you are. Is everything okay? Braga. As Braga continues to fight against it. I think everything's fine. Please stay here. Stay here. You don't want to leave. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this wonderful? As Auden's face starts to kind of get more bony as the muscle on his face begins to slowly melt. Braga, upon seeing this, immediately locks eyes with the pink flower, runs over, grabs it successfully, and snaps out of her magical enchantment, seeing that you are now on her. Ah!
Hi.
Hey! What's going on?
Everyone's sleeping. Better wake them up. There was something weird and magical through that door. I was having a kick-ass time riding around on Tom in the pool.
I was having a very nice time in a sauna with a charcuterie board and some fire brandy.
Ugh, I'm hungry. All right, let's wake up these other ding-dongs.
We cut back over to Violet.
Oh, that does feels perfect. Dave, you really, you know what you're doing.
I just love you so much.
Love you so much. I do gotta get back to my queen so soon.
No, you don't.
What do you mean I don't?
Sweetheart, you can stay here with me. Just get massages right now and here forever. You don't need your queens. It's just you and I.
Dave,
right
I do need my
here.
queens. We've been over this, and you're so supportive. You've always been so supportive of me.
I love you. I support you in everything you do, but I love you so much. I just want to spend all this time with you. Don't you want us to stay right here in this moment forever?
You're not Dave. Where am I? Where am I?
Suddenly, the face of Dave melts into a black skull as it cocks its head at you. You weren't supposed to do that.
Well, I did. Do I have my weapons on me?
You have no weapons in here.
Well, I did.
Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Punch that ghost.
Oh.
That's an plus guts. That's a 12.
With a 12, yes, you're able to punch through this black skull, and it explodes. And you find a pink flower just kind of hovering there in front of you. You grab the pink rose, and suddenly, Violet, you too wake up upon seeing a very startled Betty and Braga who just watched you punch midair.
What's up?
What happened with you?
Dave, massage. I couldn't be with you. This is ridiculous.
We cut back to Dee, sitting in a chair right next to Madame Bula. You know what's going on here, don't you?
Yeah.
I know what you and your friends are trying to do. Trying to break in, trying to surpass all of my magical security.
So why don't you just hand it over? Because you know how this is going to end.
You know how this is going to end as well. Someone is going to get their hands on this artifact. I am doing my best to protect it.
You're not protecting it, though. It's better to just destroy it. You can't... As long as it exists, it's a threat.
You can't simply destroy one of these things. You can destroy the vessel once it's been eradicated of its power. But a full Chaosium is not so easily dealt with. Dee, please, you are the only person I can sense from your group that has any experience with any of this. You are not a priestess of Narigoth, are you not?
I am.
Then you know what it's like when you deal with the new gods. And I'm sure you've seen what happens when you deal with the old. I beg you, this is your one warning. This is the only warning I can give you, is that you must stop right now, turn around, and leave.
Or else what? Would you kill us over this thing?
I would not kill you.
We're trying to help.
I'm trying to help as well.
Then why don't we work together?
Because we're clearly not after the same kind of help. I must ask you to turn around and stop this immediately.
What do you plan to do with that thing? What do you really plan to do with that thing? Can I get personal?
Roll me 2d6 plus heart.
Thank God. 12.
He has 3 questions.
What is...
I like that one. What do you...
Yeah, what does she really plan to do with it?
I plan to keep it. To keep it for myself. To keep it here forever.
Oh, yeah.
Whose side are you on, really?
I am on my own side. I do not pick sides. I simply do what I must.
How can I get her to help us not just guard the Chaosium, but just neutralize the old god's threat?
In all my years of travel, in all of my years of being a merchant and wandering around with Auden, adventuring together, I only came to know that upon releasing the Chaosium's energy, can you then destroy the host item? I don't know how to siphon the energy out of it without causing some kind of destruction. So I keep it here, I keep it alive, I keep it guarded. But if you think you have a way to come perhaps we can make a deal. And in that moment, Dee, Braga has been shaking you awake.
No.
You wake back up out of your vision.
You got her. Good job.
No, Dee. Oh my gosh, Dee. What was the? Oh man. I was being seduced. You were on a.
I was on a camel.
On a rainbow.
It was fun.
Yeah. Massage table.
What was your fantasy?
What was your thing?
It wasn't a fantasy. I was actually talking to Madame Bula.
Well, how do you know that wasn't just a fantasy, that you wanted more information?
Oh, shit. I mean, I don't know.
She would know.
This whole enchantment thing, I don't know. I have a pretty good handle on these types of things. I could tell. This was real. She really came and talked to me.
What'd you talk about?
I was trying to figure out how to get her to work with us instead of shutting us out and trying to hold on to this thing. We need to stop the old gods, not just hide cookies from them. And she was just about to tell me how we could get her to agree to let us do this.
Can we hook her back up? How does this work?
I think the enchantment breaks upon us breaking it in the room. It seems to be some kind of enchantment that's supposed to keep us here, I'm guessing, sated by our own desires for a long time. I mean, look at Hannah over here.
Is she still in?
She's still in, I think.
Oh.
I try to start slapping her in the face.
Roll
Hannah!
me 2d6 plus guts.
Hannah! It's a 6.
You are not able to wake Hannah up.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, we cut back into Hannah's enchanted experience.
Yes, let's.
All right, stop kissing.
All right.
Now call me Madame Bula.
Sure. Hello, madam.
No, this is Madam, and this is Bula. Call them Madam Bula.
Hi, Madam and Bula.
They like that. Okay, now three-way kiss.
All right, here we go.
Maybe she's connecting. Maybe she's connecting to Madame Bula.
Maybe this is so nice. Oh, I love kissing.
I just don't know where to put my tongue.
maybe I just get like the right corner.
Yeah, I think we could shift. So I'll go.
And I'll get the left corner. It's me, Veldrin. I've been here the whole time. Just
Yeah.
haven't been talking.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Now move to the other side. Yeah, no,
This
that's
is
not
nice.
working.
I like this. This
Do
is
you?
nice.
Do you? I don't really like it. It's like bird mouth feeding.
Suddenly, Hannah, you feel a giant slap against your face as Braga smacks you back into the room.
You fucking.
Whoa.
You're welcome.
Am I?
Well, we were all under some kind of magical enchantment that was going to keep us trapped here.
What kind of thing did you see, weirdo?
Of course. I'm not surprised.
Was I there?
Sadly, no.
Oh. Was there anything we could have learned from your experience?
Okay. I'm going to try to remember. I tell them everything that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all
And
right.
the last thing she said was, I don't,
We can make a deal.
yeah.
She was beginning to say that she was willing to make a deal with you.
Yeah, so I think maybe, but it seemed like she was trying to just get us to stop going forward. So I don't know if that,
And we
if
believe
that
that
alone
she-
is a trick.
And we thought she was earnest, and so she could have been feigning earnestness.
Yeah, she already lied to us once.
Yeah, that's true. She's really good at tricking me. Oh my goodness. I
my-
think it was my fantasy. Because I thought she was really classy and I was like, I could see myself being like Madame Bula someday.
In fact, I called my tits Madame Bula. That's how much I like her.
In your fantasy or in
Yes,
real life?
Madame and Bula.
Oh.
Can I get
Although-
Is that really
situated?
a compliment, or is that...
I think it is a compliment because my tits are like stellar.
You have really, really nice tits.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, I think we could potentially impress her if we get past all of these obstacles, get to the Chaosium, and show her that there is more to handling the situation than just locking it away.
Yeah.
She's locking away her feelings for Auden.
Yes.
And she's doing the same thing with the Chaosium. Holy shit, am I also a brilliant person now?
You are
That's pretty
actually
great.
It's pretty brilliant.
Violet, did you want to get situated?
Really badly.
Okay, roll me 2d6 plus canny.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's a 5. Got any,
You have one token. There are no re-rolls.
5, I guess.
Everything's great, according to you.
Everything's great here.
I think I'm right.
I feel like if Dee's vision, if it really was a vision, if you were really communicating with her, and if Madame Bula knew we were down here already, wouldn't she be down here with like a bunch of guards trying to kill us and stop us? Like, why would she just let us walk through here? I feel like it.
Maybe we're making it easier for her to get to the Chaosium.
This is her dungeon, though.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Oh my God. Hannah. What if she found out that there was a Chaosium hidden in this magical vault thing and built her resort over it in the hopes of one day breaking into it and getting it out? Maybe this isn't her doing all this enchantment stuff. Is she a magic user even?
I didn't get that impression. She must have been a fighter. Right, Braga?
Suddenly, you hear this ting, 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 ting noise as if a little tiny pinball was hitting a number of things. And then from a metal grate at the bottom corner of the room, you see something shoot across the room.
Oh, Robin.
Robin?
As you see the tiny figure suddenly become human-sized again, as Robin turns to you all and just has soot and just scratches all over her face. Oh, has this been as bad Has this been as bad for you as it's been for me?
Yes.
Oh, pretty
It's been
bad.
pretty bad for
Oh.
us.
Mildly great because of the experience I just had.
Oh, I've been climbing through grates, and there was a giant rat, and there was
Oh.
a part where it got real hot real fast. I don't know why.
Oh,
Um,
elemental.
And I just
Sorry. That was us.
Hey, it's okay. We're on. I assume that y'all figured out whatever this puzzle was, that we're not going to get sprung on it again.
yeah, I'm surprised you're not getting immediately enchanted just by entering this room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh.
do we see any blue light around?
No, it was just on the door.
I
Interesting.
see.
Just don't touch the door, I guess.
So
Or do.
No, don't.
I think
don't.
that's wasting some time.
What do we do now?
Well, we have the final lift right down this here hallway, and we should be good, and that should lead us down to the final floor.
Let's go.
Let's do.
The 6 of you, including Robin, make your way to the final lift. This lift is an eroding black elevator who Braga has to pull open in order to get it to move. The 6 of you all squeeze inside the elevator as it chugs its way down, ever so slightly jolting and causing you to fall, jolting again and causing you to fall, until it finally falls a foot and crashes against the ground.
Hi, D.
Hi.
I'm just fucking with you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Guys, this is super scary. I hate it.
Well, it's too late now.
As the 6 of you walk out of the elevator, you notice the final stone wall is there. There are no locks on it.
I'm just going to touch it.
You touch it, nothing happens.
Do we see any hinges or anything?
This door does open.
Okay.
There's just no locks on it.
Okay.
Let's go for it. Literally, what's the worst? This woman's not throwing anything at us that we can't handle. I just want to reiterate to Dee's and mine's point. We're either making this easier for her to get down here or solving a problem for her. This shouldn't be this easy.
You know, I did get some really personal answers from her, and she said that she was guarding it and she didn't plan to use it. She just wanted to keep it away from anyone else. So, yeah, maybe,
Let's put that theory to the test.
yeah.
But are you saying that you don't know if she was lying to you either?
Well, it could have been in my fantasy, or it was genuinely her just appearing to me.
That's hard. That's real tough.
Yeah.
Do you
Why
have a
don't you
sixth sense?
Yeah.
Oh, go
Nope.
for it.
I was going to tell her to open the door. But you keep on talking.
I was just gonna ask, as a expert in the art of heist and thievery,
We're doing great right now. Probably I'd rate this one about an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Doing
Great.
okay. A
That's
little- a
a
few hiccups, a few
mixed
hiccups.
success, but
Yeah.
yeah. And then what about Madame Bula? Do you have any sixth sense about?
I have not engaged. I try not to really. If I engage with any client, I usually do so with a call-in card. Didn't do so in this instance. Thought it would have been a little too obvious.
Client. Did you say client?
Well, I mean, someone who I'm planning to heist from.
Oh.
I send
Now
a call-in
what's-
card. You say, I'm going to steal your greatest treasure. And then their security gets real high on end, but then you can sneak in through other ways. I usually do that when it's my modus operatus when I'm by myself. But didn't think a calling card was needed as the threat was already apparent.
That's all right. Well, might as well check this door for traps before we all get sucked into it or something weird.
Thank you.
How many 2d6 plus
Trap
skill?
expert, yeah. Skill. It's a 5.
This door looks fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
I tried to open it.
You open it, and it's fine. Whew. But Betty, as you open the door,
Oh.
something appears on the plans that you had not planned for. As the final stone door opens, you feel the musty air of a stone dungeon that has not been fumigated in some time. Just from the smell and the ambience alone, you get a sense that no one really comes down here. Not often, at least. As the 6 of you step into the final cavern, you see not one, but two large vault doors, one on the left and one on the right. Betty, which one do you pick?
Can I get situated at all, or do I have to pick?
You have to pick because you're feeling really naive right now, and you're gonna trust your gut.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's probably the one on the right. I launch myself forward and try to open the vault.
Betty, as you try to open the vault, as you start to pull down on the mighty vault wall, you start to hear click, 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 as it starts to spin. And it opens.
Yay!
And inside you see gold and money.
Do I see the chaos theme anywhere?
You don't. Because as soon as you peek your head in, the giant golden teeth of this vault mimic come down and chomp on you for 3 points of damage.
Ow, guys.
As you start to see the gold inside the vault mimic's mouth start to move and form other jagged teeth as its tongue starts to lash out and try to grapple some of you into its mouth. What do you want to do?
Whatever weapons we have, I'm sure we're all pulling them out. I just want to hack at.
You just want to hack at this mimic.
That's some weak ass tongue action if I've ever seen any. Is my ready stance is what I say as I get in my ready stance.
I've rolled away.
Yes, you've rolled away from being chomped on. I will say D. What would you like to do?
Do I whatever weapon I have.
So you have a dagger.
My dagger. I'd like to take my dagger and is it so it's like a vault is it still in the shape of a vault in the gold?
Yes, it's like it's a huge mouth that is about 10 feet tall that has this large whipping tongue that is trying to grab you and shove it into its mouth.
Okay.
Get that tongue, girl.
Yeah, I want to just try to like get the tongue pinned to the bottom of the mouth.
Great, roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Oh, he's doing these gutsy things, and I'm D.
For just an update, Hannah, you have 2 tokens. Betty, you have 4 tokens. Violet, you have 1 token. D, you have 1 token. And no rerolls.
Well, I'm gonna die.
What did you get?
I got a 3.
Wow.
3. Oh, D.
Oh, D is right.
With a 3, you try to lunge yourself at this mimic, but unfortunately, its tongue wraps around you as it brings you in and chomps its teeth down on you for 5 points of damage. As you feel the kind of your right shoulder get like really punctured and wounded.
Only I can tongue D like that if she consents.
I will if you kill this thing.
I don't have a weapon.
I'm gonna throw my axe just like I did
You're
last
gonna throw
time.
it? Great. 2d6 plus skill.
Great. Yes, that's 11.
So with an 11, you are able to throw your axe. You whip it around you, throw it right at the tongue of the mimic, yes? As you throw it right at the mimic, it lands right, it just like lands this nasty gash into the mimic's tongue, and in fact it gets stuck there. This tongue, though, is now thrashing as you see this kind of gold and red blood start pouring out of the tongue of the mimic as it starts to pool onto the gold within its mouth. And you hear like this weird creature, but not really a creature, like kind of hiss and howl from inside the mimic's mouth in pain.
Fireball!
Yes.
Fireball! Yeah!
You're doing nothing.
I'm getting you see her, she's like stringing up a crossbow that she's like had to unfold.
great.
And she's like
Right.
got this compacted crossbow.
Took you long enough, Dandy. I'd like to conjure a fireball.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill. Oh, actually, Hannah, you look at D, and you feel a combo coming on.
Listen, I'm in bad shape. You're in bad shape. We have magical powers. We've never done this. Let's make some cool magic energy and kill it.
Let's
blow it up.
blow it up. That's what it's called. Let's
Let's
blow
blow
it up.
And don't hold hands, but hold hands in the air and create an energy ball. Madam Bula.
Like this Rasengan like energy ball. As you throw it, the two of you, your clerical and your wizarding magic
Yay.
combined, as you throw this fireball into the mimic's mouth, you see it suddenly just kind of disappear for a moment as the mimic kind of closes its mouth, and then you hear this boom from inside the mimic as it slowly opens its mouth, this kind of red golden blood pouring out onto the floor around you, now kind of filling up this common space within the vault. As it's still kind of staggering alive, just kind of slowly throwing its teeth at you all. Braga walks up and withdraws her sword and kind of gives the tongue a nice snip, like a kind of a nice hit at the tongue. Fortunately, it does not go through all the way and ends up just kind of slashing the tongue a little bit below where your fine gash is, Violet.
I want to get stabby and try to stab off the rest of the tongue.
Great. Roll me 2d6 plus guts.
Okay.
You and me.
There's rerolls?
There is one reroll,
Yes,
and
take
Betty,
it.
you have 4 tokens.
Okay,
Well,
'cause
it's definitely
that was
roll it
3,
then.
so let's reroll that one.
Can't do much
Wonderful.
worse.
Come on. That's 6, so I'll make it a 7 for me.
7.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, you could 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Great,
Sorry.
great, great. Yes, yes, yes.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Betty. Yes, as you you have your dagger. Yeah, as you just in a moment of heroism, knowing that this mimic is on its last mimicky vault legs, you rush into the mouth as its teeth try to chomp down on you, but you are too swift for this mimic. As you take your dagger and almost like as you are sprinting, you kind of backwards grip it and just rip it through that remaining slash that Violet has left in there. I'm going to say while you're in there, you also managed to grab Violet's axe as well, because this was a success.
Gosh.
So you're able to just slice off the remaining tongue of this mimic as it
Yay.
continues just to like slowly howl and gurgle as it chokes on its own golden red blood.
Wow.
As
What
you
an
start
amazing
to
queen.
slowly see the teeth stop moving and the mouth of the mimic kind of sag in this vault. As Robin finally stands up. All right, I got this all unpacked. Here we go.
Useless.
It's fine.
Useless.
It was.
Sorry, I'm usually not a combat person. I'm usually all stealth, so it takes me a little time to set up my gear.
We all have different strengths.
Apologies.
Yeah.
We all have.
Do we all?
It was my fault, guys.
No, it wasn't.
Let's be real.
Well,
I grabbed the wrong bolt.
I also stepped on the wrong tile.
That's
I
true.
created the fire elemental.
I hand Violet back her axe. Here you go. Boop.
All right. Well, clearly that was the wrong one.
Must be door number
so
1.
it must be to the left. All right. Who's got the safe cracking skills here?
Smidgen.
Yeah. Let's open this one too.
Roll me 2d6 plus skill.
I would like higher than a 0 skill. Ooh. Yay, 11.
Yay!
With an 11, we see you, Betty, like, even though this is a large-looking vault, we see you press your little smidgen head up against the side of it as, you slowly, like, you wait for the click, you wait for the click, and you wait for the click. Everyone just holding their breath, trying to make it as silent as possible, as all of a sudden you hear this click, 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 this multiple unlocking sound.
Yeah.
As the vault door starts to slowly spiral open and open onto the vault of the Creoker Crest Resort. Inside the vault, you see chests and chests and chests of gold, of necklaces,
Oh.
of jewels, So much gold. You see, lining the octagonal walls of this vault, you see tons and tons of tiny locked boxes that you can only imagine hold more gold and jewels and gems alike inside. And then towards the back of the vault, on a pedestal, you see a box, a locked box that has a slight purple glow to it. But before any of you can step into the vault, suddenly you hear a large inhale from inside one of the gold piles. As a figure magically pops out of the gold, reverse Scrooge Duck style.
Oh, ghost.
She's wearing this this black skin tight outfit with golden accents and has her hair kind of wrapped in this beautiful golden braid on the back of her hair. She said, ta-da!
Who are you?
Oh, you are not the people I was waiting for. Oh.
Are you sure?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. This is what happens. Oh, this is what happens.
What's happening from here?
Hi. Ta-da! Maggie the Magnificent. Magical escape artist at your service. Woo! I came in here, shapeshifted into a pile of gold, was taken down here when my buddy, who was the high roller, pinned it successfully, and, woo! What day is it? What day is it?
Tuesday.
Tuesday the what?
Yeah, the 24th.
Oh gosh, it's been 9 days. Oh, it's been 9 days.
But it's
You
April.
See Maggie,
Did you come down here?
see Maggie put her head in her hands.
April?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely felt like 9 days. It has been over a month.
Okay.
Oh, I was supposed to break out of here. Man, these vaults.
Yeah.
These vaults are real good.
Yeah.
Great news,
Oh, boy.
Maggie. But Maggie, have you learned anything while you've been in here trying to get out?
Nope. I guess someone did open the vault at least at one point, but it was so weird. I felt myself as if I was frozen in here. Must have put some kind of magical enchantment. As if they knew I was in here. I mean, nobody knows when I escape out of things. I am so talented at what I do. Renowned escape artist. As you see Maggie look over at Robin, and Robin look over at Maggie. Robin? Maggie? I thought I told you never to set foot near Cascascaria. I thought I told you that was my ground for whenever I wanted to take it. See Maggie stand up. And I thought I told you that I could do whatever the hell I wanted to. Just because you're some successful thief doesn't mean I don't get to be some successful escape artist. Even if we did work together for a while.
Oh.
Well, how funny. What a coincidence that we find ourselves here. I'm sure you don't know what we're doing down here, do you, you idiot in gold?
Don't tell her.
Hey,
Just let her.
she's getting some gold, getting some gold. We're just getting gold.
Emergency!
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 Oh no. Roll me
Violet.
2d6 plus heart to see if this is convincing at all.
It's 11.
Wow.
With an 11, you immediately capture Maggie's attention. Oh my gosh, are you okay?
No.
This is serious.
Emergency.
It's definitely an emergency.
Yes, can you help
What
us?
are we doing? I mean, how do we get out of here?
Well,
you gotta
you're
go
the
up
escape
all
artist.
the. Yes.
yes.
Leave.
Uh-huh.
Back out the way
Leave.
we came. grab whatever gold you want, and
Yeah, Robin, you can take whatever we promise. Whatever you want. We don't care about this stuff. I mean, I do a little bit.
And if you don't want to die, you should leave now. She's got what she has is contagious. See?
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
You see Maggie start to back up into the entryway of the hallway, just kind of like, okay, I don't know, y'all are, what is going on? Was I down here for 9 days, or am I just dehydrated? Oh boy.
Leave!
Okay. As Maggie steps back, and as the 5 of you were distracting Maggie,
Oh no.
you did not see Robin make her way towards the Chaosium.
God damn it, Robin. Robin! God damn it. We checked her so many times.
No, it's okay. She's just gonna die, stupid bitch.
That's the spirit.
Robin picks up the box. Robin looks towards you all. You know, at first I thought this thing was supposed to be like real funny, and I did not believe you at first. Some kind of magical object that can destroy all life. Oh my gosh! At the bottom of a vault. Isn't that eerie and weird? I for sure thought maybe it was a staff. Maybe it was some genie trapped in a lamp or something silly like that. But then someone propositioned me to come grab this for them, and they offered as much gold in this vault as I could want, so it's been real nice.
But what about your ring? Your promise?
And was it Madame Boulay? Bula.
You can keep that ring. I have 100 lovers I can go back to and get more rings from them, and it was not her. But I love how you think that she's lying to you. As you see Robin pick up the box, kick her heel backwards, and suddenly you see this large sandstone door slowly slide out of the ground as she escapes into the tunnels of Cascasaria. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Damn you, Robin!
I told everyone. I said everything. I did this. Fucking A.
Alright.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Hey.
Oh, how the heists have been heisted. Or have they? We'll find out next week, because sometimes in a heist you always plan for a backup. Well, I guess we'll have to find out what happens next week on the Rat Queens RPG. But before we do anything, we need to thank some of the amazing people who made tonight's story possible. Thank you to all of you for voting.
So funny.
Now the episode is over. Character's broken. Thank you to everyone who participated in tonight's polls, who joined us in the chat, who watched our show. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on the podcast version of our show, be sure to give Hyper RPG a like and subscribe on Twitch if you can. We really appreciate it. This channel is able to do what we do because of you and the amazing contributions and support that you have given us. So with that, let's thank some of the people who have given their support tonight. Thank you to Moon Rules.
Thank you, Moon Rules.
Mitsu's Phantom.
Mitsu's Phantom.
Gyro Replacement Baby.
Gyro Replacement Baby.
Numpty 524.
Numpty 524.
E-Lackey.
E-Lackey.
Devim 42.
Devim 42.
Keen 456.
Keen 456.
Drek Fletch.
Drek Fletch.
Little Mouse That Jumps.
Little Mouse That Jumps.
Dambowski 11.
Dambowski 11.
Spidey Fan 001.
Spidey Fan 001.
Uberbaldi.
Uberbaldi.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
Super Mega Ultra Hyperforce.
Spidey Fan 001.
Spidey Fan 001.
Numpty 524.
Numpty 524.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Skeetle Daz.
Skeetle Daz.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Sauron 23.
Sauron 23.
Savage Punch.
Savage Punch.
HCam 42.
HCam 42.
Doomsday Danny.
Doomsday Danny.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky.
J Pistol.
J Pistol.
And Skeetle Daz.
Skeetle Daz.
Thank you all so so much. We cannot do this show without you all. And make sure if you are loving what you're watching and if you want to talk to us about the show, we are in the Discord and we're happy to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about regarding the show. Theories, ideas. Why does Emily keep naming things with crazy pronunciations and spellings? We just don't know. And then make sure to talk about the show on social media with hashtag RatQueens. We appreciate it so much. And before we go, really quick, where can everyone find you?
You can find me here at Hyper RPG on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. In fact, my Chrissy-centric episode next Tuesday for Bloodcurdling Tales in Time is next week. I'll have special guest Mary Chifo from Star Trek. I'll have special guest Eliza Pearl from Improvised Jen and from this show. And Emma Fife is joining and potentially Kind of Wise. So we're going to have a good fucking time. And that's it. Jessica Lynn Verdi or Jessica Verdi on your respective internets.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at I Am Tree Bunny. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, I guess. You can also find me on my podcast I do, release every Thursday at sentbybuddies.com. That's SENPAIBUDDIES.com. It's a comedy Asian pop culture news podcast where we tell dumb jokes.
And you can find me at Laurie Michelle J on Twitter and Laurie Michelle Jones on Instagram and at Improv Studio all weekend long.
And I am at Eliza Pearl on Twitter and Instagram. And people have said what I'm doing. So
Tuesday.
Yay.
Tuesday.
And I am your G Emily, Frankly_Emily on Twitter and Frankly_Emily with an extra little underscore on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow Warhammer will be starting at, I believe, 4 p.m.
From what I heard.
4 p.m. because it is Avengers Endgame premiere night, and we gotta do a show early so we can go watch that good film. And make sure to tune in on Mondays at 6 p.m. for Kolak 1991. Thank you to everyone who joined us this past Monday for the crazy experimental 40-plus person RPG. Yes. It was amazing. Go watch it. Go watch it on YouTube and go watch it in the rebroadcast if you can. So good. And then of course on Tuesday 6 p.m. Bloodcurdling Tales in Time. Thank you all so much for joining us. I will see you next Wednesday, and until then, keep adventuring, my queens.
Woo!